Let's go ahead and end that early. We don't need that kind of fucking intro. We don't need that. We don't need that. It's Saturday. People want to get on with their Saturdays. Let's go ahead and just talk about what we want to be talking about and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get fucking started, because you know what? I like most people, our time is valuable. And thank you guys for spending your time over here with my dumbass. But not just my dumbass. I also have other dumbasses that want to talk with me as well. But they're nicer, they're better than me by like all of the metrics, if you want to throw it out there. And yeah, it's great. It's great because the people that I'm about to share my platform with, or they're the greatest. They're so good. Let's go ahead and bring them on. I know, maybe with a new intro.
Shout out to my brothers from the block. Cause I got a Glock and it cost them a lot. Yes, they keep that strap for the enemies, in case the enemies bring that too. They load up the chopper, let it spray. If the ops try to play, they gon' blow them away. Yes, they keep that strap for the enemies. When it's time for some get back, chopper it go click, clack, boom.
We got Angel in the house. What's going on, man? How do you like your new intro?
Yo, that intro was sick. You had me over here bopping. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. What's going on with you?
I think I sent you the other one that had a different
different
I like song to it. And I was like, sick. I like both of them. I was like, I tried both of them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna send them the one that's a little bit more like if you want to use that one on yours or whatever, like go ahead and use that. I think that would be funny. But I was like, let's do that. But that's also like from the chat here. Miss Sparkles said that made my day. There you go. Miss Sparkles made that video. I just put some music behind it, and hell yeah, fuck yeah to Miss Sparkles. She's out there she's doing great work, doing awesome videos. Like my new profile picture is something from Miss Sparkles. She's awesome. She's like one of the best people in all the chats all the time, indeed. And shows literally nothing but love, even if it's kind of obviously sometimes satire are done in you would almost think for like I don't know what's the best way, but like leftist people, they'd be like, that's offensive. I'm like, that shit's hilarious. That's hilarious. Like, oh dude, yeah, I'm some weird magician dude, whatever. It's like, fuck yeah, do it again, do it better, like make it animated. Let's go.
I know.
Like
she'd be on it though. She's very creative. Shout outs on the road. I really appreciate the love.
Yeah. So what's going on, brother? How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. It's Saturday. It's a nice day out here in New York. Steaming.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry to take you away from the lovely
just chilling. I've just been enjoying my day, catching TV, and
that's why I try to do this kind of more towards the afternoon before people want to go out Saturday nights and whatnot. Like, I understand it's okay, and for the people that show up in general, I appreciate it. I understand, like I get it. It's like, dude, Saturday is the time to go out, but there's usually this kind of gap, and the gap for me is like 3 to 6. So if I can do an hour, maybe 2 hours, if people are down, whatever, it's all good. We'll go as long as people are willing to talk about whatever they want to talk about, and then we'll go from there. But with that being said, I do have other guests. You're not all of the important, Angel. Like, Jesus, why would you say that? Why would you say that? Like, why would you?
I feel that way, but still.
The funniest part is,
you know what I'm saying? It's whatever.
Like, I made I made intros for, well, everybody except for one of the people on here. I will make one for him by the time he comes on the next time. I'll try and find something funny. But I have a new one for my main co-host, my main bro, the guy that we started all this with. I know you guys might know him as Rockefeller Plaza, but you know what? I know him as.
These ratings are off the charts.
How much pussy does this motherfucker get? We read 0 pussy, ma'am. Dear God.
0 pussy. Like that's what I know him as.
What up, bro? What up, Rock? What's going on?
What's going on, everybody? It's Syfaxx.
That was funny. That got me right there.
I'll do other ones. It's fine. But I was like, I saw that clip and I was like, this motherfucker talks shit every single channel, or every time he does his Friday or YouTube and chill. It's just like, I'm the only one that gets a down vote. It's like, boo. And I was like,
Can't help it to the audience.
I gotta make I got a clip for you. Let's go. You pussy getting motherfucker.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. That's a horrible intro.
Oh, it was terrible.
Terrible.
It was cool. I liked it.
It was awful.
These ratings are off the charts.
How much pussy does this motherfucker get? We read 0 pussy, ma'am. Dear God.
I think that'll work. I think that plays.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Right on. We have another guest in the background. Let's see. I technically do have a clip that I always play for him because he is great. He has showed up on plenty of the panels and everything. And this kind of works out.
I think we're dealing with a very, very, very smart person or a very, very, very stupid person.
And so we are very, very, very much in danger or very, very, very much safe.
King Style, what's going on, brother?
Oh, howdy, partners.
Howdy, partner. How you doing over there, King Style? What's going on, brother?
I'm doing good here in the lovely state of Connecticut.
Let me find a hat so I can tip it towards you. But
yeah, I just need to get my cowboy hat and a little bit of cigar in my mouth.
Cowboy hat. What's wrong with you?
Well, so I'm kind of doing things out of order. I brought on all the guests first before I said hi to the chat, which I don't know which one.
You want me to get my Mexican sombrero instead of the cowboy hat?
Yeah, that'd be better. I don't want to see anything
you and your left
on your head like
and fuck right off. Okay, you can just do that.
I don't want to see anything feminine on his head. Yeah, I don't need to see no cowboy stuff on your head.
We don't need to do that around here. Let's go ahead and shout out to the people who got here early. Obviously, DK Bones says first one here. We don't acknowledge DK Bones. Fuck that guy. No, he's not here.
He's a
perv. What a weirdo. Jesus Christ. Fuck the guy. It's almost like I have an intro. Should I play his intro while he's not here? That would be funny.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
On it? Okay, so DK Bones isn't here, but here's his new intro.
How you gonna up and Jekyll, yeah? How you gonna earn now, dang?
It sounds amazing.
How you gonna earn it up?
What is he saying?
We just finished. It might be some turkeys watching. Let me do it again with these on. Gonna get.
Ain't that Tyrese?
How you gonna get?
Go ahead with that R&B voice.
Go off, DK, dude. He's out there killing it.
Go ahead, DK.
He's not even here, and he's just like he's killing. Like he's a showstopper. Like check it out, dude.
He's gonna have to sing my intros in the beginning now without that voice. Yeah. Go ahead, DK. All right, son. That matched perfectly. You didn't even have that was a good.
I know that was the funniest part because like I took one clip of him and I was like, let's see if this works, and it just worked because his mouth is behind that
it's always behind the mic.
So I'm like, and the way like even there's a part where it's like kind of goes high, and the way he moved to it, I was like, dude, I took a random 20 seconds and it just matched up perfectly. I literally didn't have to edit it. I was just like boop boop,
it came out real
and
good.
I just exported it, and ta-da, there you go. He's like punks.
That was a good clip, though.
That's a funny clip. Like I don't know, like that Drewski guy. I've never seen any of his shows. I didn't know how he got big or whatever. But he does what's it, like almost an American Idol type of thing, whatever, where he just rotates people through. And every time I've seen clips of it, it's always funny. But I know nothing about the guy other than that. And that one
became famous from a video, though. I think it was like a video meme that he made. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did the video where he was doing a barbecue and he was dancing on the barbecue pit or something like that. I think that was him.
I don't know. I don't know where he blew up from or whatever. But whenever he comes around, most of the clips I've seen from him, they're hilarious. Like he just seems like a funny dude, or whatever interactions he somehow finds himself in are hilarious. I'm just like, I mean, good job, dude. You find the craziest people. But when I saw that, it was like the guy just he raps, but he says a bunch of nonsense. It's like, oh, it's my own made up language kind of deal or whatever. And he's just like, blah, 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 whatever. You heard it. And it's like, the dude like started remixing songs with the same style. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? But it oddly works. It's the weirdest. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was just saying hi to DK Bones, who's the first one here. We got Rockefeller Plaza 2 says second, and yeah, obviously the guy who gets no bitches. There we go. We got Angel.
Speaking of which, where did you get that clip from? That sounds like from an anime series. Like
it is. It is from an anime.
I'm like, dude, I don't know.
It's some random clip. Like all the stuff I pulled is from, like, I'm not gonna lie, I end up some reason on like Black Instagram. That's the best way to put it, because it's the most like crazy shit, and it all has to do with like racial stuff. So it's either like white dudes making fun of black people or black people making fun of themselves. I have no idea.
Very
But I
touching
end up
in a way
there
that I
all
think many
the
of us
time.
didn't expect.
Yeah, kind of stuff like that.
It sounded like an anime like dub.
Oh,
and
100%
like,
it is. Yeah.
And it sounded real, unless it was edited with AI, which would be even more funnier because it sounds so natural.
No, it's actually just me. I was just like, you get no bitches, and then I just tuned it down. Like,
Because nowadays, like, you have to realize, unless it's like a mature or like a teenager anime series, they're not going to be talking like that, and they don't want to get canceled by the anime studio and the sponsorships.
Absolutely.
Because, dude, like now, like everything for anime in the West has to be mostly squeaky clean. Like even in the action anime, you're not going to hear, "Oh, I'm going to get some pussy tonight." You're not going to hear them say that.
Well, some of those are also like it's like people dubbing over other funny parts or whatever, and they just kind of throw in their own mix to it. I've seen a lot of that going
because
around.
I know that
it's pretty funny.
I know that they did that called Story.
Was it Ghost Stories?
Yeah, Ghost Stories. It was
Ghost Stories is hilarious.
It is because technically, it was the first abridged.
It's on Amazon Prime right now too. Yeah.
Though the story is a leph, they said that it didn't do well in Asia. What they meant was the English dub didn't do well in any Aniplex or whatever.
Probably any demographic or whatever. Yeah, it probably didn't play well for other people because
the brand
don't understand.
Yeah, because it's an English dub for an Asian market. Of course, it wasn't going to do well unless it was India. It wasn't going to do well, so it didn't do good for their service. So instead, they redubbed it in English over here, and not only that, but that brand was known for.
It ended up being it's become hilarious. If nobody's heard of it, it's called Ghost Stories. I'm pretty sure it's still on Amazon Prime. You can watch it there.
Oh, it's great.
And, what ended up happening is like a bunch of the voice animator or like the voice actors, they were given the script, but they apparently like it was. What's the best way to put it? It's like they were canceled, and they were told just do whatever the fuck you want kind of deal, and they did, and they just went with it, and so they still dubbed it over, but it was the most random shit. It was just like,
dude, it was awesome.
It's just and it's hilarious. It's really good. Like,
dude,
it has some of the funniest clips in it.
Dude, it was like try to run from me, and the kid and he's like,
pretend
I'm a black man.
Yeah, he's like,
and then he's
yeah, it's like, and all of a sudden he starts booking
that worked.
It's like they went mask off, full like no script or whatever, and it worked.
But you know what's fucked up though about that series? A lot of those people now are like SJW cucks. Like they.
That's what happens. It's like all of a sudden the narrative changes in the natural zeitgeist of reality, right? And all of a sudden it's like, well, apparently reality says we can't be funny, or like this isn't funny anymore. Now we're not funny, and it's like you guys did a whole fucking thing. It's like even with let's say Kimmel, right? Kimmel would be a great example of something right now, where he does the Karl Malone blackface, right? And it's like at the time. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't the funniest thing, but it's like it was funny at the time. You're like, yeah, you probably got a chuckle out of it, but now it's like, oh no, we can't do that now. Blackface, no.
Jimmy Fallon's Chris Rock impression was funny.
Dude, a lot of them have done a lot. Dude, so many comedians have done.
And it wouldn't make sense if he came out there white with fucking black hair and a black leather jacket. If he looked like
it
a
was
white
funny
soul,
at the time, and you know what? A lot of it's still funny fucking now to a certain extent. The only reason it's not funny.
Dave Chappelle made whiteface and we sit there and go like, "Hey, this is coming live from Hey David, Marie. We're on site with Marie right now. And act white as shit."
Chappelle didn't do whiteface and portray a white supremacist leader or
but
anything like that.
He did two things. He played a typical white man. That was Dave Chappelle did the typical white man. That was a news recorder.
He wasn't a blind
talking to a ghetto black dude in the hood. Remember, he was like, "Let's send it over to Marie. She's doing a thing on ethnic people because they got reparations." And the ethnic person they were talking to was Dave Chappelle. Was like, "Yo, what up, bitches? I got this white bitch over here." He was acting ghetto as shit. You know, like extreme version of what a black person would be. He was also acting extreme version of what a white person would be like. "Oh my God, Marie, we're gonna send somebody over."
Yeah, no, Dave Chappelle had it right.
It's fucking hilarious.
That's why so many people like copied his style, is because like he had the right mixture of like he did what most comedians should do, is like, let's make fun of everything, right? Everything's up for grabs. Let's do
everything,
it.
even
like,
even me with Wayne Brady.
Everything
impersonations are hard. Jimmy Fallon is great at impersonations. Anybody wants to see a good blackface? That's what we're calling it instead of impersonation. Go to Jimmy Fallon.
Before we keep going, I'm gonna knock out all the chats that have came in beforehand, and then we can start up and we can continue talking and whatnot. Because also, I hate listening to your guys' voices, even though I want to stream with you for at least another hour or two.
That's why I'm trying to keep quiet, yo. I'm trying to, stay in the stream.
Damn it, Angel! I just fucking hate it. Why would I invite you when I don't want to fucking hear you?
No. Me too.
So we got Ron E saying Rockefeller, DK. What's going on, Ron E? DK Bones. Wish I could join, but have to work for the man. Hey, man. As long as you're not getting worked by a man, I think you're doing okay. You'll be all right, dude. You'll be all right. At least you get a paycheck.
Sparkle says you don't have to read all stuff. I put that one up there.
You don't have to read all the stuff. That's true. I'm just trying to skip to everybody's name. Everybody who hasn't said anything, like Miss Sparkles, laughing about your energy is high today. It absolutely is. I'm actually having a good day, and that's kind of the reason for the name of the stream today. Because I was like, man, what am I going to talk about? And then I went and I had like a lunch / breakfast type of thing. It was basically breakfast, but more around lunchtime.
So basically brunch. So brunch.
Yeah, but brunch to me usually involves mimosas, and I didn't drink until after. Yeah. So I've had after brunch beers or whatever. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. Syfaxx and I will smash next year. Watch. Wow. All right. I mean, you got low expectations.
Wow. Talk about an affirmation, huh?
There you go.
Well, in her case, it'd probably be
Miss Sparkles. You need to aim higher. I'm sorry. Like, there's so many bigger streamers. I mean, I don't know in the chat right in the now, sizes that you want, but yeah, you can do it.
Yeah,
let's hear. Oh, it's all the same name. Damn it. And then Deputy Dog. Here we go. Says hello all, and then we also got
my favorite person.
The lovely Sherry says hello, Syfaxx. What is going on? Hello to all of you. I'll hurt you, Syfaxx. Jesus Christ!
Damn.
Oh my God! Let's go to Dragon Master, who just said, stop it, Rock. I'm fucking
stop
kick
what?
You, man. I'm gonna kick you.
What?
Kick you.
Stop what?
Kick you, man.
It's moving the thing back and forth.
She's gonna snooze you. Snooze. You remember that on Futurama when they would having sex with those Amazons?
Death by Snoo?
Yeah.
You know what we were talking about the other day? It was in Living Color. Remember Juanita? We was talking about like somebody said Chris Rock was a permanent cast member. I think they were getting that messed up with Jimmy Fox. Not Juanita, Wanda. Remember Wanda?
I think he guest starred for a couple of episodes.
Yeah, he just did like 4 or 5 episodes.
I think he was like a permanent
cast member. They said he was a permanent cast member. So I wonder if they're like
he was not a cast member, but he did appear on some episodes. I know that.
Wanda should be like,
All right.
I mean, what's her name? Shanae. That was it. I was like, what the fuck is that name? Shanae.
Before I get into the story of what happened to me this morning, I'm going to grab another beer. It'll only take me just a minute. But in the meantime, think about like a TV show or series you would recommend to people that not in the last 5 years, something that you actually are like, this is what I remember TV being like. This is why I'm calling it nostalgia or whatever. Also, obviously, I'm rocking like the Gargoyle shirt. This is more throwback towards the
90s
cartoon era, the 90s cartoon era and stuff like that. But at the same time, I had a cool experience with that today. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. I mean, it's not that big of a story, but we'll get into that. But also just think about something that you would recommend, and then I want to hear the reason you would want to recommend it, because I got one that I want to.
TV show? Can it be like a cartoon as well?
You could do a cartoon, movie, TV show, like whatever. You can. It can be multiple. I know each one of us has a bunch of. Do that as well. Like anything nostalgia. It's just nostalgia in general. Like,
let the chat think of it too.
Very open.
When we get to 500, you can actually do a poll. Yes. Be like, you know,
anybody in the chat, if you got something that maybe it might spark something, you're like, man, I kind of forgot. I forgot that existed, and then it might. Because I see that happen all the time. Somebody brings up something, and I'm like, fuck, I remember that game. I remember that movie. And it's like, I did really like that. And now it makes you kind of want to rewatch it or whatever. I kind of want to do something like that today. So that's the idea.
So, I just want to make sure I understand the question, though. You want us to think about an old show, or you talking about something recent that reminds us of something old?
No. Or, well, I mean, you could do both if you want. It's like, hey, reminds me of a show from. I mean, you're making it more complicated. But it's if you want to make it more interesting, go for it. I mean, I'm all for it. But it's like I was more thinking nostalgia, just because like I had an experience like that today. Okay. But let me go grab a beer. I'll be right back, and then we'll get into it. Think about it, and you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Oh yeah, by the way, Angel, Miss Sparkles asked you a question about blackface.
In the chat, I told her, I was like, it didn't bother me. Like, I don't care about Jimmy. Like, he's corny to me.
Oh yeah, so I was saying this earlier. So yeah, the people who did ghost stories, it was cool, but they exaggerated things, and then the people, it was ADV. They ended up becoming like SJWs, and some of them probably canceled Vic Mignogna. So it's ironic.
While we're talking about some old shit, and you bring up this, I've never seen that, but have y'all ever seen what's that, Ghost Stories? You said,
yeah,
you seen funny. Ghost Hunters, the dudes that were like Roto-Rooter plumbers, and people would call them because I have kids and something's keeping them up all night. It sounds like there's a demon downstairs in the and they'd come and be like, your fucking pipes are old, they're not nailed down, they're banging when the fucking heat pump comes on, and they dispel, like, people would be like, my house is haunted, and for the first 2 seasons they'd come in and try to dispel the fact that the house wasn't haunted, but eventually it started like feeding into it, like, oh, I think I hear something. And they pull out, what was cool about it was they started using like they'd record and look for EVPs, electronic voice phenomenons, and they hear like people talking, like, and get like different voice decibels. They'd use infrared to try to catch like heat signatures. And they'd be like, the video with like 240 frame per second camera to try to, per millisecond.
Yeah, the infrared thing that they.
It was a cool concept.
Yeah,
I wasn't, like a lot of people are, like, oh, ghosts are real, whatever. They made it believable for somebody like me that's into electricity, where we use fucking tools to try to catch. They were like temperature for like, oh, there's a ghost. Yeah, there's a cold spot here, Syfaxx cold spot. Let me get my fucking infrared temperature out and be like, oh my god, it is fucking 69 degrees.
There's stuff that seems like interesting with that, but when it comes to television shows and editing and how easy it is just to add in sounds or whatever, like, that's where it starts throwing me off, because I realize how like bullshit probably obviously what almost 100% of it is.
It just comes off as Scooby-Doo.
Hold on, we got a question here. We got a question here from the chat, which is Miss Sparkle says, I want to ask Angel how he feels on the blackface.
It's the third time's the charm, right?
Yes,
he seems pretty centered in base, and I'm curious. So, hey, Angel, man.
I mean, to me, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm from that era where blackface and whiteface, all that stuff doesn't bother me. The first time I ever seen blackface was in the movie Soul Man.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying, about a white man that changed into a blackface.
How do you feel about this?
I think that's Muslim. I don't think that's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I don't have a covering like that to make. I was
just offensive
to me.
Also,
Somewhere it's offensive. You look like a
I
Muslim.
don't even know what it looked like. It probably looked like I literally
Also,
threw a shirt on my face.
But goes out to you.
But no, she's.
You guys remember the Ghostbusters cartoon from like the
I remember that one with
the early
Slimer
'90s? Yeah, Slimer.
when
And
they
then
had their dance.
And then they had a sequel series called The Extreme Ghostbusters, which was like a spin-off sequel because some of the characters came back. Like one of the ghosts became more scarier. Not Slimer, but I'm trying to remember his name. But he was like, holy shit. He abducted children. He was like the boogeyman. He abducted children and all that.
Thanks for showing up.
Really dark
show.
shit. Just dark shit, man.
So what I was going to say, Syfaxx, is what came to mind when you told me about the topic earlier, and I figured you'd like to talk about. So MTV, there was a period when they were doing animation. At first, they started out with Max, and then they did Spawn. They were weird ass. They were both done. Animation were done the same. I know you saw Spawn. Did you see the Max cartoon?
Todd McFarlane Spawn. Like so, they would talk at the beginning of it, and then it would show the animation for 15 minutes or whatever, and it was very highly detailed, and I probably even at the time that was probably too expensive or it was too time consuming to continue on with. But I mean, I'm a huge Spawn fan. One of my main tattoos
is anything you saw.
I fucking love that
when
shit.
It dropped, and I was amazed that it dropped on MTV because that's how crazy MTV was then. When that thing dropped, I was like, this is fucking dark. That was trying to compete with HBO, what HBO was with then, besides all the sex crazy, sex stuff that kids couldn't see. And it did a good job. That and the Max, anybody wants to see some cool cartoons, look at the Spawn cartoon on MTV from the 90s, and it's called the Max with 2 X's. It's fucking, there's some pretty cool fucking cartoons, man.
I don't remember Spawn being on MTV unless they ran in syndication.
I remember Spawn being on BET, but Viacom owned both of those channels, so it's possible to be honest.
It was MTV Films, so that's where it premiered. I'm sure, after syndication, it went to other people like.
I get that because Scarface aired on BET, and I remember that, and it was the infamous alternate English dub that they had where they dubbed the swear words.
It was before the movie. If you watch the movie, it's like the first 3 episodes are based on heavily what the movie is made off of, because it's aimed without
before we totally start diving into this nostalgia type of stuff and talking about older stuff in general. Let me just bring up why I was thinking about this is because I simply like I said, I went to lunch and whatever, and I was rocking this shirt, and there was the table that we got sat next to or whatever, the people next to us, one of the dudes looked over, saw my shirt, and he was like, hey, some people comment on the shirt, but then he struck up a conversation. And I ended up it's Gargoyles.
Oh,
Gargoyles shirt, brother.
Gargoyles was awesome with Goliath.
It was a cool way to strike up a conversation of hey, you like this old stuff, and then we ended up talking about a bunch of kind of stuff towards the the 90s, early 2000s era type of stuff, and I was like, dude, people still like that stuff. They resonate with that. They still bring it up. They still reminisce about it. We talked about 90s cartoons and whatever, and I was just like, man, obviously people still want that. They still aim for that. They want that in their media in general. So denying stuff like that or going away from that is I feel it's been a hindrance towards what they kind of are already throwing out there. And
Marco has a gargoyle fifi.
You have a fifer
gargoyle fifi
figure.
Yeah. Oh shit! I think the fifi shit.
And is Goliath just the name of your excessively large dildo? Is that what that is?
Space goes coast to coast.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
That was early 80s, late 70s things, or was it doing that?
No, it was from the 60s. It was from 69 to 70 of the original cartoon.
I think I was a little bit too young for that because they tried to replay it on either MTV or HBO, once Miss Sparks said earlier, one of those the MTV film thing. Somebody tried to replay it. I think it was MTV along with Speed Racer at one point.
Speed Racer was awesome.
I think it was Speed Racer and Space Ghost. They tried to play, and I was I never really saw it. But.
Just so I know my background thing is working. Can you guys hear music coming through my mic?
No.
Okay, perfect, cool. Because my friend's bumping loud ass music, so it's rattling my walls.
No, I get you. You don't want to get copyrighted, but we don't hear
it. Man,
it.
I can so it's I'm extra. I'm really focusing here. I'm trying, guys.
That means your mic is good.
Well, it means my fucking noise cancellation is boss. Like,
no, I mean like your microphone noise cancellation. It's stopping it, so it can only hear your voice, which is good. You
exactly. Have that. Like that.
Unless like a big explosion happens outside from us, this mic's not going
to. Like, hey, don't worry, guys. Everything's on fire, but we're good here. You can watch it live.
Like, you know what I like, DK? I used to like. They won't show it now. They probably show reruns, and somebody will be like, no, they still show Rock. But remember, I went to Paramount King's Dominion. It's like a amusement park based on Paramount Hanna-Barbera and all that shit. Remember Roadrunner? Remember Pepe Le Pew? I used to love all that shit. Pepe Le Pew trying to chase he's always chasing the feline, and she, the feline is trying to go get some food, so she like trying to like cover it, always put like and he's always like, what's up, baby? Trying to like chase some fucking chick. She's like, I don't fucking want you. Like, you can't do that because you're a group. But like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, I fucking love that shit, dude. I love Roadrunner. I love that.
Yeah.
That was great. Always some crazy like mechanism that he was trying to stop this fast motherfucker from just either
all the Acme, Acme stuff. Yeah,
they're gonna release the movie this year. You know that, right? The Acme versus Coyote.
I tried to watch it. It wasn't like whatever that new one. It was like Acme Destroys the World or something like that.
No, it was Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. I forgot the name of the film, but it was. I'm glad.
Coyote versus Acme.
No, a different film. This one, like,
there's a separate one.
Yeah, there's two films. Okay. One was animation, which is what we're talking about with Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. The other one's like a mix between cartoons and live action.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
And I kind of missed that, like the Space Jam aesthetic. I know that like people didn't like the sequel,
Space Jam, or
Looney Tunes back in action, etc.
The other big one would obviously be
Who Framed Roger,
Jessica Rabbit.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like I like those cartoons / live action stuff.
Now, think about it like this, right? So they were able to do that kind of acting to where it was believable with that kind of cartoony edge going on, and nowadays they actually have something to act against, because back then I'm assuming they basically just acted towards nothing, right? And
technically
they just held up a cardboard sign or some shit.
According to Bob Hopkins, right, he had to pretend, or they had to use like basically materials like metal pipes, or like basically like a stuffed animal or whatever.
Like, pretend there's something here.
Or the actor who played Roger Rabbit, he dressed up in the Roger Rabbit costume. He cosplayed basically for certain scenes, right? Like they just animated over him with the actual cartoon in post. But in certain stuff, he's talking to things, or he's talking to the voice actor of Roger Rabbit. So that way he can, he knows who he's talking to, so he doesn't look
that would make sense.
Yeah. And he said that he ended up being crazy. You know that he had to go take mental medication because he thought the cartoons were real for a while. I'm not even joking. He literally said that.
Not only was that like the first time I got a boner from that movie from Jessica Rabbit, like a whole bunch of other people, but that was the first time I actually got scared from a movie that my older brothers took me to, because I was still kind of young and I saw it in the movie theater. And when the dude like hits like the Acme toxic waste, he goes,
he starts like melting and everything.
I was about to start crying. I'm like, get me out of here, brother. It's like, what? It's not scary. I'm gonna fucking scare you, man. And I think I might have came my pants because I already saw Jessica Rabbit 13 times.
I mean, when I think of nostalgia, though, I think of like the old school, like after school cartoons, like Darkwing Duck. You know what I'm saying? What else?
DuckTales. Does anybody even remember Bonkers?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah, I remember Sonic.
Street Sharks.
Brothers.
What about Street Sharks?
Ninja Turtles.
Remember when NBC used to show Saturday morning cartoons?
Ninja Turtles.
Saturday morning cartoons. They used to show Alf. I remember they showed Captain Nintendo. That's when Nintendo was big, and it had a whole Nintendo cartoon with different Nintendo characters.
Wasn't it called Captain N?
I feel like
the Game Master.
Saturday morning cartoons,
Animaniacs,
like kind of
Animaniacs. Pinky and the Brain was good too.
Saturday morning, Saturday morning cartoons were like the kids' version of Water Cooler Talk. right?
Yes.
Oh, it was.
Like,
It definitely was.
It was that and like wrestling, right? Or if you were into wrestling, then you had another thing to talk about. It's like the Undertaker came out of the casket on fire and blah,
Can you
blah,
believe
blah.
it? He chokeslammed mankind in the casket.
It's like, it's so real.
When X-Men was on when X-Men wasn't called 97, it was X-Men was on.
Yeah.
And Power Rangers was on at the same fucking time. Power Rangers came on towards the end, more like an afternoon show because it was real people, and the cartoons came on before. I remember just watching fucking X-Men, Spider-Man, because Spider-Man was on the same time too, and Spider-Man was a continuous, kind of like, you know, like James Gunn's doing with the DCU now, one continuous film like you watch ever, or like the MCU is. Spider-Man cartoon was like that. So every week it would be like whatever happened last week, you know, would continue on this week, and you continue on the same people, introduce somebody else, and always have different villain. It was a fucking
it was
Spider-Man.
like a soap opera for kids. You know, last time on Spider-Man.
Yep. Previously
on Spider-Man, the animated series, and you have a voiceover for some of the, like, sometimes Spider-Man or like Mary Jane or whoever they would do, and that was fucking cool.
One episode of fucking great
or something
introduces some badass fucking villain that they beat. That episode, not drawn out over 8 episodes, we get introduced to the whole episode to be about Mysterio. If he's a really good person, it'd be like 2-part episode, like Clayface, you know, and the
90s and 2000s had to write where it was like you know, the villain of the week type of deal. Like that, they kind of need to bring that concept back into let's say that the last one that I saw that kind of did it okay for the first like season was The Flash, right? The Flash TV show. Like the first season of it actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't even though it was a CW show, but it's like the villain of the week. It was like the Flash has to find out how to beat him or whatever. And it's like the first season of some of those CW shows.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons is like that.
They're good. Arrow, and all of a sudden it just goes off the rail. They're like, I don't know what to do.
Arrow was okay.
Let's make it fucking ridiculous.
The only
problem
is
like they have that 90s style, 80 or like 90s style, 2000s, early 2000s style, and it's like you get on board with it because it's nostalgic, right? So it's like that nostalgic factor really brings it home for you. And then when all of a sudden season 3 hits or whatever, nowadays though, season 1 like is kind of the draw. Like it's like, okay, this seems interesting, and then season 2 comes around and they're like, and fuck you, fuck the audience, we hate you. All of a sudden it's like, what happened to the writers? Did everybody get fired? What's going on? Or it's like, actually we just did this to sucker you in. And it's been, I've been noticing that, especially with like the second seasons of so many shows in general. Like,
why do you think that is, Syfaxx? Do you think it's because they fire the good writers and get the cheaper, aka the younger writers that never really grow?
I think that the actors start getting too much power and they want to put their input into things. I think
part of
they
that,
do 2-3 year contracts. So you know, like what was his name? Bo DeMeo, right? So you give him one, you know, like we're gonna hire somebody, see what he can do, right? King style. He does one season. It looks like he's gonna be awesome, you know. So we'll highlight him for a second season. So he's gonna be like, you know,
good night.
I'm gonna want a little bit more money to the second season. Absolutely, you know what I mean? You know, because that's just the way it goes. You know, then if it's working good, find out the first season the success. Everybody's like, holy shit! He starts getting a little bit of power, a little bit of fucking, you know, like his brain starts swelling up. He, you know. For all you know, they let him loose because he might say, I'll do a 3rd season that I've already got written right here that I writ for you guys. And, well, you know what? You writ it on our time. We're just going to take that because we don't want to keep paying because it's the way it's going. It's a step ladder. If I paid you 10, next time 20, then 30, then 40. Eventually, I'm going to pay you 100, whether it's fucking $10 or 100 or 100 fucking thousand. You know, when I started paying you 10 grand to write this shit, why wouldn't I go back to somebody and just find the newer talent? Bo DeMeo,
you're right, man.
Himself, you know, he wrote 3 seasons.
But it wasn't money with him. You know what I'm saying? Like with him, he wanted to really make it a genuine comic cartoon, and the powers to be did not want that. They wanted agendas. They wanted other things in there.
I mean,
to go to his own agendas, but
to go towards Rockefeller's point, where it's like that makes sense in a company standpoint, where it's like, hey, we can pay people less or whatever, but. And it kind of makes sense because it's like
that's your RDJ, and you're bringing so much to it. You know, there's no point in keep paying.
That's the thing, though, is like they don't actually think about the long term effects. Where it's like actually the people who are making us the money you got to pay them more. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us have done this where you like kind of jump jobs or whatever, and because you jump a job, even though it's almost the same title or whatever, you get paid more at another place. It's like they do that, but they do that with they do it in the reverse way. Let's find somebody for cheaper, but it's like, okay, let's obviously you've read the story, right? Go ahead and just make it again, and they just make it worse and worse, and they pay them less and less, and all of a sudden the quality drops, the viewership drops, all this shit happens, and you see it happen all the time. And I would say that makes sense, in general.
Also, another problem is that I heard this from a lot of places, and I do agree with some of it. Like Gary from Nerdrotic, he talked about this. Like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, right? A lot of the writing, and I think maybe Script Doctor even talked about this. A lot of the writing is based off of the late '90s, early 2000s because of Joss Whedon, right? His style of verbal quipping and being that badass, right, edgelord thing. And a lot of the younger people that saw that when they were in their teens or like younger or in their 20s are like, man, this is cool shit. I want to be a writer. I want to write just like this. And the studios are like, oh no, we need to save money. We can't get Joss Whedon and everything. So we're just going to get these people copying his style. And then it kept doing that. And that's not good. Everybody needs to be different. Everybody needs to have their own style instead of
they need to have their own style, and then instead of copying what came before them, it's like put a new spin on it.
Yeah.
The problem is the new spin is the same spin that everybody's doing.
Because don't get me wrong,
everybody becomes the same thing. Everybody becomes the same idea. And then that becomes.
Let me say something. I mean, I agree with you guys though, but this is the thing when it comes to, like, let's say, perfect example with the CW. They're tight, like they're cuffed, they're handcuffed because they can't utilize all of the content in regards to DC. So they can only utilize certain characters, and that's why it makes it kind of hard for them to be able to give quality shows. Like, I think,
sure, but I mean,
for example, with the Flash,
there's a reason CW, like when it got sold or whatever, it was worth $0. Like, it got bought for fucking nothing. It literally made no money in 20 fucking years, like, or something. It was something crazy like that. It was ridiculous numbers. They were running off like all of the fumes. It was crazy. And then there's a reason for that, and it might be because of what you're talking about. They couldn't utilize everything that they should have access to. They were like, oh, you get a sprinkle of this character and then make whatever you can out of it. But it seems like because that's the crazy part, is like the first couple of episodes or the first couple seasons of a lot of these shows did really well, and they were enjoyable. So it was like, well, what happened? Like, how did you drop the ball so hard? You have comic runs that have gone on for 40, 50 some odd years with these characters. How are you dropping the ball on this? Like, I don't know.
Like, for example, like Arrow, right, was, I liked the first few seasons, but it felt more like a Batman series, right, than a Green Arrow series. And it's because they wanted it to be Batman, but you know how now it's like, we can't have Batman be in a TV show. Yeah, you can. You do it with the cartoons. Why can't we have a live action and Gotham doesn't count because that's Commissioner Gordon's show technically. It was
a Gordon show, and then it was like pre-Batman, and it was
and it wasn't like
you have the most obvious character to do a TV show with. Batman would be a great character to do a TV show with, and you've never done it.
It's not like they transitioned 4 seasons later, right? It's not like 4 seasons later they transitioned to Bruce Wayne as Batman in his early years. It's not like they had Batman start at season 4 with Commissioner Gordon being in the background. That's not what happened. Commissioner Gordon kept being the main character until
Batman, the 90s animated series season 1 and 2 are peak as fuck. We still write Batman movies, like the Matt Reeves shit's still based off shit to this day. The Clayface movie is going to be like Matt Haig. I don't know how it's going to work, Syfaxx, because this is going to be that's going to be in James Gunn universe, right? Clayface.
It's supposed to be in the James Gunn universe, but also like
The tie-in
out of any character that probably should be more of a James Gunn thing should have been like a Clayface movie. Like if he started out everything and then he let somebody else direct Superman, and Superman was a much bigger hit than they're claiming it's big, it's not, and then whatever, like they should have had somebody else direct that and then let James Gunn direct like a body horror style movie, because that's what Clayface needs to kind of be. It's going to be body horror. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be like the movie Substance or whatever. But why do I feel be like that?
Why do I feel like it's going to be like the Joker? Like basically him having a shitty life. Angel, you're muted, buddy.
I think it's going to be a musical.
Yeah, because I think what.
Oh my god! No, I'm serious. Like he's saying, it's going to be kind of like the Joker style. It's going to be.
No, I'm talking about part 1 where he's dancing and celebrating. He's going to have a shitty life. Yeah, it might go there. I hope not. But my question is, have him dancing and celebrating when he does fucked up shit because he's so crazy and he's a thespian actor or struggling. They're going to have him do shit like that.
If you've seen him in Creature Commandos. He does that, he works for somebody and he apparently dies there. So is this going to take place before that? And we're going to say that it's going to be like how he became Clayface and end when him getting the contract to go do the Creature Commando thing. I was hoping it was going to be more like the Batman, the animated series, and have Batman in it. Like you're saying, King style, make it like a Joker movie and put Batman in it for like 2 minutes at the end, stop him from making the change, and you can make Batman, and you don't have to make a certain character. You can cover his face, come in, just punch him as bad as shit, and make Clayface is the main person. So if
they were to make a Clayface a musical, I think the main reaction from that director, even if they were to do that, would be something like this.
I think about finding a genie's lamp and rubbing it, and all 3 wishes being that I would not have done that.
It'd be something like that.
No, but like what the problem with the first Joker movie / second one had was that the ending should have been like it cuts 20 years later or like 18 years later where Bruce Wayne becomes Batman and he's like, I'm coming for you, Joker. You killed my father. And then you do the second movie was Joker versus Batman. And that's how you get Batman in the sequel to Joker 2. That's how Joker 2 should have been. Instead, we got that shitty musical that didn't make any sense. Why? And in Clayface, that's what they should do. Have Batman be near the end / be in the sequel if you're gonna do, because it's a Batman universe thing. Don't be like the Marvel movies where you don't have fucking Spider-Man in the fucking movies. It just doesn't make sense. Go ahead, Angel.
My thing is though with Batman, I mean, everybody is like, well, Batman should be in a TV show. Batman, I don't think that he needs to be in a TV show. For one, it would get boring and repetitive. Think about when it was Batman and Robin. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna keep putting out the bigger villains all the time. Like in the old Batman show, all you seen was who? The Joker, Catwoman, Riddler. Like you seen those big villains.
The problem with doing a Batman show now is like it's kind of what you're talking about right now. It would be like the like doing Flash and Arrow. You're using all the small characters and they're just throwaway side stuff. And Batman has a lot of that. Like Batman has a lot of that. What they need to do is, if they wanted to do it, they would need to do that, but also have an overarching story of something in the background, which is what TV shows used to do. It'd be like, hey, we're going to have 20 some odd episodes, do this, whatever. And then, but there's this underlining thing that's actually connecting everything or whatever. Like they even did it with like Smallville when it was, there was only like 12 episodes, 14 episodes, something like that. It was smaller, but it's like they still had the overall connection, the overall arc going on in the background. And then you had a Monster of the Week kind of deal. Like there's a way to connect that and do that. And I think Batman would be a great vehicle to do that with, but I feel right now, like I'm kind of in agreement with Angel there. It's like, I don't know if it'd work right now because it'd be so overdone that it would be too fucking predictable.
I think Batman would work better right now if they were to drop a good Batman movie once every 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like every 2 to 3 years, drop a good Batman movie, have people salivating over him. Because the thing is, to be honest with you, we all know about Batman. We know his story. We know the simplicity of things. What they need to do is bring out more better villains for him to fight. You know what I'm saying? I love the Joker, but I'm tired of him fighting the Joker. You know what I'm saying? We need to see other bigger villains. I hope that in the new movie, The Court of Owls, come out. I hope that they bring more better people in there. Like
I want a Mr. Freeze where he's an antagonist.
Mr. Freeze would be great.
Like you just said, Angel, have the Court of Owls. The Court of Owls will be the main villains, but they'll be the overarching enemy. We'll think that when we're doing the trailer, it'll be like Mr. Freeze, but you're going to find out he's just a misunderstood antagonist trying to save his, and have an awesome love story, Titanic, somebody fighting for his wife. And then when we get to that, see the reason he's doing it is because, he needed money. He's getting money from a certain organization, the Court of Owls, and they probably asked him to do it for nefarious reasons. There's a whole plot with the Court of Owls and that I don't want to spoil because it's perfect for somebody to fucking do. And Mr. Freeze, everybody's been begging for Mr. Freeze as Batman, dude. Mr. Freeze has like 3 different ones in the comics, the animated series. And even in fucking the damn movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I also feel like if you're gonna go with the Matt Reeves style Batman, right? Because it's more set in like reality, like in general. Like you can actually make Mr. Freeze's power set actually be more reality because they kind of did that in Dexter, like in a way, right? Where you freeze people or whatever, and like there's a way to do it, and I mean it's been done in a bunch of stuff. I would say
what's cool about that? The guy who played Dexter, right? He voices he voiced Batman, not Bruce Wayne Batman, but the Dr. Langstrom, the version where he's like a vampire. I'm like, dude, bring him into the movies as Man-Bat, as Dr. Langstrom, like be the vampire Batman. Because they're not going to make Bruce Wayne a vampire. We know that.
No, we don't do that.
Man-Bat, that's going to be the best. That's going to be the villain.
If you're going to go with the Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze thing, and you want to keep going on with the like the Penguin storyline or whatever, like I was kind of thinking, what villains actually can fit, even if they're a little like ridiculous, but they can fit into like reality, right? Because like the Batman, the Matt Reeves one, is like at least it's kind of more based in reality. Like, okay, all this is kind of explainable. But if you start throwing in characters like Poison Ivy, who controls plants, and start getting into the fantastical elements of it, that becomes, let's be honest, it becomes ridiculous in that setting. But what can you do with that? What character can actually go into that? One of those characters would be Mr. Freeze, even though it's like it would sound like it seems ridiculous, but you can actually that's the closest character that you can make sense in that.
I have a better character that you could put in there. The Mad Hatter.
That's a good one.
I think about it, you're talking about set in reality. He plays with technology.
But how many people know that character though? I would say Mr. Freeze is way more.
He'd be good for like an opening scene.
You remember him, but
taking somebody down like to introduce Batman in the movie.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, how bad that was, but at the same time, more people know that because of that.
I was saying, Syfaxx, have a cool opening scene to the movie, like where he's like in the first 5 minutes showcasing Batman, introducing him to the audience,
in theory,
taking down like either ventriloquist, Mr. Pig, or like my boy just said. You know what I mean? So that'd be a cool way to introduce, just to have a cool character that everybody wants and doesn't really know, but it's just like opening up like him taking him down, because we already know who Batman is. It's not the first one. If we come to the second one, open up Robert Pattinson, just taking down whoever. I wanted Pig, having like being like having some crazy opera singing. People be like, what the fuck? And come around and see my man hacking some kids up, be like, oh shit, and see him about to like fucking hack up somebody that's alive, and have Batman come in and save the person. Kick the fuck out of Mr. Pig. And then it'll be like the Batman,
or just bring back Ra's al Ghul.
Or somebody like
Scarecrow could work. You could say that his chemicals, because it can
Scarecrow,
the drugs,
fear toxin,
ground it. Yeah, the fear toxin to say, that's LSD. He drugged them with LSD, and they're seeing crazy shit.
I would see they've done that already in Batman Begins, but I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Reeves, if he does a part 3, if that's who he brings in, because that's from the Arkham games. And the Arkham games, the third
part
one,
3, what, in 7 years from the next movie? Like, what
if you look at the intro to the Batman Matt Reeves, it's heavily based off part 3 Arkham Knights. When the cop walks in at the beginning and like he gets the pancakes and it's like Halloween night and shit.
Then it becomes nonsense after that. But
that opening scene is just like with all the drop heads when it opens up in the beginning. It's very similar to that. So that's where
I don't know. I mean, I know James Gunn right now. I don't know if you've seen the post that I sent you guys earlier, but he now is realizing that we don't have to play with these small characters anymore. We need to focus on the more important characters.
I saw your post.
So it took you 2 movies and 2 shows to realize that you have to fucking work on Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, all these other characters instead of fucking doing Clayface and Supergirl.
Yeah. It wasn't even just 2 shows. What it took him is apparently all the years at Marvel when people called him out for that. It's like actually people praised him for it. It's like, hey, you can take small characters and make them into a big deal. Like obviously Guardians of the Galaxy is one of his biggest movies in general, but there's small characters that kind of nobody knows about, nobody really in theory in the comics even barely gives a shit about, but he made him into an important, like almost a household name. So he was kind of known for doing shit like that. So when he joined DC, a lot of people assumed that he would do stuff like that, and then the first thing that's announced is Superman, and it's like, dude, you're not the one for Superman. You're not the one.
What do you guys say, 13? What are you saying, 13?
I'm saying that the mandates, right? This Zaslav probably told him, or his crony said, look, we know you made Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad did well and Peacemaker is okay, but we need Superman or Batman. And clearly you're not going to do Batman, so do Superman, or else we're going to cut funding and replace you with somebody else. That's probably what they told him. That's why he's shuffling back and say, instead, let's get rid of these obscured characters. Let's focus on the big ones for now.
Well, I mean, that alone shows how like out of touch the big studios are in general. Is because if they're going to sit there and say, "Hey, you need to do Superman first," that's wrong. Like obviously, first thing should have been Batman.
No,
Batman is your
I
biggest
agree.
seller.
I agree with you. Batman is your biggest seller, but here's the thing, dude. They've been doing Batman constantly for decades. So they want to do something different.
Yeah, something different.
Again.
Here's a question I'm posing to you. Something different that everybody's been wanting and we haven't heard shit about. Should we be worried about Green Lantern?
Yeah,
because that's apparently done, and we haven't heard shit. He's not hyping that up. He's hyping this fucking Man of Tomorrow up, which comes after that. He's hyping up Mr. Supergirl, which comes before that. We don't hear shit about Green Lantern.
That should be I would put all of zero stock into Green Lantern being decent.
That should be under the right hand. Green Lantern should be awesome.
The guy, Aaron Pierre, whatever his name is, the dude who's going to be the new Green Lantern
Pierre,
or whatever.
Great fucking John Stewart. Great actor.
He did a great job in that Netflix movie. Like I thought he did really good. I thought the movie was fine. I was like, okay, this is interesting. I mean, it was a Netflix movie, so it was kind of whatever. It was a throwaway movie, but he did a good job in it. But him being Green Lantern or whatever,
I don't like him as Green Lantern. I don't like him.
Well, I mean,
he literally looks
be John Stewart.
The part, and that alone is
black. He's too light skinned for one. He just. This is just me. I'm just being honest. He's too light skinned and he's too pretty. They got him on there because he's a pretty boy.
I agree.
I don't agree with it. It's like it's eye candy for the women. That's why they got him there. He's
matter.
Black version of Jason Momoa.
He's the Jason Momoa film. You're right. You're 100% right. He basically
is, because they could have got somebody that has better acting chops. They could have got somebody that either could have been doing their own action scenes as well. Like, I don't know. I just don't believe that he fits that character. I don't see that in him. So
it's funny he says something about the tone of his skin. You know, it's funny. Angel DA says about Negerus Snape, aka Black Snape from HBO. He's like, if you would have got some brother that wasn't so damn dark, look at this dude. This dude is black as shit. He's like the blackest brother you've ever seen. So it's like, if you'd have got like some like half breed, white pat, people, the internet wouldn't have gone so damn crazy. But you went out and got the fucking bit, so it's like tone matters. Listen to my boy Hollywood. You want to race swap, it's fine, but you know what? Do it. Ease into it. Pause.
Yeah, but what James Gunn's problem is that he doesn't. This is the rumors of what I'm hearing. He has too much power right now, and they're trying to check him because he's doing things that they feel that is not cohesive with what Warner Brother wants.
Yes,
he thinks that bringing these obscure characters is going to be big for Warner Brothers. That's what he assumed. He's
and he can do whatever he wants with them too.
This is what I mean, that he's not getting checks. Zaslav is just the person that's just writing the checks. That's all he's doing. He's writing, he's funding, he's in the budget.
That's it.
James Gunn is just doing everything else, and he's not getting checked. Now he's realizing that Superman didn't blow up like that. He's seeing the criticism. He knows that he needs to go to the main big guns first. That's the people that you should have been with first. You should have did a Wonder Woman movie, not Supergirl. You should have did something else instead of these small characters. I'm telling you, I don't care about Supergirl. The only reason why I'm going to go see is I want to see what Jason Momoa is going to look like in that movie and how funny he's going to be in that movie. Other than that, I'm not looking forward to seeing Supergirl playing Girls Gone Wild out in space. That's just not fun to me. Like I just don't see it. And they show some set pictures of her as well, like fighting on a tank or something like that.
Look good.
They don't look good as well.
It looks like the Batgirl. Remember the Batgirl movie?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks similar to. But Jason Momoa looks a little bit better as Lobo. It looks like the quality level looks worse than the TV show we got in Peacemaker right now, in my opinion. From what we see from the photos, things can be buffed up, and they can fix it in post. But Andy from Home by Dual Shock says it all the time. They don't do that anymore.
The only
people used to give a shit had time.
We give the studios too much credit. Like we'll see a trailer that looks off, right? You're like, okay, that looks janky, whatever. But it's like, oh, they have a year to fix it, and like your initial thought is they'll fix it, right? They don't. They literally do not. They're like, no, that's literally what you're gonna get in the movie theater, like 100%.
Yeah, it's not like a Sonic situation where they
fix it. That's Burger King.
We'll give them the only one that listened, and you know what happened? All of a sudden, one movie became 3 now. It's about to be 3. Like
it's about to be 4 in a year and a half from now. That's good.
Listen to the fans.
Listen to the fans because, dude, Sonic, 100%. Dude, we would have, dude. I don't even.
You could have the best written Sonic story movie with awesome fucking action and introduce Tails and Knuckles all to the movie. If he would have looked like that they didn't change it, people been like, "Fuck no, that dude looks weird as shit."
The story is just kind of whatever. It's the most basic shit ever, but it's like because it's kind of a kids movie, it's hard to like sit there and overly criticize it.
Yeah, you have to give it some leeway. You have to give it some leeway.
Because of that, you're just like, look, overall, most people enjoy it. And I got to give it to I got to give it to that movie. Like people enjoy those movies. I usually when I watch them for the first time, I have a good time, but they're, in my opinion, not rewatchable. Like right there, they have no rewatch value. They have no replay value. I just like I could say like certain Disney movies and stuff like that, especially stuff that has sing-alongs and everything. That's even why like K-pop Demon Hunters is real big because it has all the songs. It's like it has rewatch value simply for the fact that your kids and everybody who's watching is going to sing along to it. Like that stuff is catchy. It's like
honestly,
it works. I don't
K-pop
think
Demon Hunters, they should just to capitalize on the success, make a real Soda Boys, right? And also Huntrix, make the voice actors that sang in that.
They need to do what Metalocalypse did, right? And make do Death Clock, Death Clock live.
Do it for real.
But whatever their band was called, I can't remember what it was called.
Or like a Gorillaz when it was supposed to be a one-off thing, a project, and it got big, so they said, "Fuck it, we're going to continue." Do it. Continue
go
the band.
And do you remember how they did the holographic, or like they did the it was like the holographic, what do they call it?
And you said for real, King. You're like, for real. I was like, what? For real. Derek fucking for real. You stole my damn Connect. Derek for real. What? You stole my Connect, damn it. Derek for real. You know what I'm talking about.
Well, look, hey, we're already over an hour. I don't know if you guys want to keep going or not. I'm down to keep going.
I'm ready for anything, man. I'm good.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. I have no other topics, but if you guys have stuff you want to talk about and bring up, let's go for it. Dude, if people just want to hang out, we can keep going. It's all good. But I just wanted to throw that out there in case people want to dip or whatever. And but if not, then hell yeah, let's go ahead and keep going. Because I was. Obviously, the topic is, something that's nostalgic and whatnot. We were talking about like 90s cartoons and
remember Spawn?
I had that happen. Well, yeah, we remember Spawn. But yeah, like what what nostalgic movie from the 90s would you want to see redone today with the type of technology that we have now?
The Mask with Jim Carrey. I want
you want the
modern...
Mask redone?
Yeah, but I want Jim Carrey to come back in a sequel though, like like Tron Legacy.
I don't think
do that anymore. He ain't like that. He's way past that acting 1 and 2. I think the special.
I don't think our comedy right now in this
Dr. Eggman could do wonders for him.
In this zeitgeist of comedy that's going on right now, I don't think comedy would live up to what the Mask should do today.
I think the Mask is a perfect.
I don't think it would work.
CGI from back then, which isn't that great, but a mix of that.
I would say like
Mask puts on his actual
Mortal Kombat, which we might, and then Spawn. Spawn is my number one. Like Spawn, I've always like. Even what I can rewatch Spawn from back in the day, and obviously it's not great. It's not good. Whatever.
Yeah,
like,
it was supposed to be rated R, and instead they made it PG-13.
But that kind of like the stuff that's going on in it, I'm like, it's a pretty straightforward story, and there actually is some okay looking stuff in it. Okay, I'm gonna go with okay, and that's kind of being generous, but like nowadays with what we can do now, I would say that would be phenomenal. Like
my input
actually showing Spawn's powers properly, that would be fucking great.
When you were talking about like old Disney stuff earlier, when it comes to Disney older movies, it's not a musical, but it's like a kind of like it's a great movie. I fucking love Hook with Dustin Hoffman. It's got Phil Collins in it. It's got so many great fucking actors.
Those older movies weren't, what they weren't exactly just movies. They were an experience. Like you experienced it with the people around you. So you knew the songs, you sung along to them.
I saw
even if you don't really fully like the movie, you still remember the songs because they were catchy enough that they caught your ear. And you could be like, I haven't watched that movie in 20 years, but as soon as somebody starts humming a little beat to it, you're like,
dude, the Tarzan.
Also, you're singing along to it because it's still stuck with you 20 years later. Like it worked.
The Tarzan movie with Phil Collins, you will be in my heart, right? Dude, that every time I hear that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like I always hear that. I'm like, oh my god.
Was that an animation or
yes, animated. Okay. The Tarzan movie.
Yeah, man. Hook did it for me. The scene with fucking Robin Williams when he doesn't believe that they're like making fun of him, and he's like, this old man isn't Peter Pan. He's like, Matt Tudor.
Also, Robin Williams
starts making fun of him like an old man. What he's like, what the fuck's a Matt Tudor?
Starts going all on him too.
And when he flings the damn fucking stuff in his face, he's like, "You're doing it, Peter. You're playing."
Angel, man, I see you just chilling and whatnot. But hey, man, like what's your like 90s, maybe early 2000s nostalgic movie that you would recommend to people,
man? Man, there's so many.
Of course there is, but the first thing that came to mind, because there's one that just kind of just like whoop, went to the front.
What DVD you got that you go to?
It's like Equilibrium.
I will always say Batman, the 1989 Batman. Like that's a nostalgic movie. Equilibrium, it's okay, but it's not something that I would want to see remade because it's just too political.
Oh, I don't.
You know what I mean? Like when you think about what's going on now.
Remade, not remade. No, I don't want. I basically don't want anything remade. No. In general, it's not that I want it remade. I would say, I mean, okay, that's wrong because there's literally only two movies that come to the front of my mind when I say remade and done right. One would be Mortal Kombat. We technically kind of got that, but I don't think they did it right in the first one. And so maybe the second one can correct that. We'll see. Obviously, I guess May of next year, we'll see with that. Mm-hmm. But the other one would be Spawn. Like those are the two movies that if anybody said, hey, if you could remake them, those would be the two.
Dude, 90s Spawn is awesome. That CGI does not hold up, but that is a good movie.
Zorro, animation is different.
That I will want to be remade. And I know you guys may disagree with me on this one. I would like to see the Dick Tracy movie remade. And the only reason why I say that is because of the set scenes, the coloring, the characters that they had in it. The stories, vibrant. It was just vibrant. And I would love to see that movie
Wouldn't it just
remade.
be kind of like Sin City? Like,
well, no, Sin City was really dark. It'd be that'd be James Gunn compared to Zack Snyder. Sin City versus compared to Dick Tracy.
Yeah,
Dick
James
Tracy
Gunn.
James Gunn. You know what I mean? Sin City.
No, I see where you're going with it. Who would you want to direct it? Who do you think could pull it off?
It's got to be somebody again that knows how to do a gangster film, but it's also got to be like a comic book film. It's got to be really cool story.
I would say James
like
Wan.
James Gunn could do it, bro. James Wan could do it. James Wan, even James Wan.
Yeah,
he
James
could do
Wan.
it. Because he's good with the coloring, what he did with Aquaman, as far as the scenery, the coloring, how vibrant it looked. I'm not saying that the movie was great, but it's just the way that it was visually.
I feel there's a lot of directors who make things look great, but it's like, I mean, which is kind of a lot of their job, but it's like I question why they accepted the script that they're working on. You know what I mean? It's like their script ends up being shit. It's like they basically visualize something amazing. Like they visualize dirt and gold, and then their story is still crap. You know?
Yeah,
it's
Francis Ford Coppola did that with the Metalocalypse movie, and it's sad. It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
He spent all his own money, so he's in debt. So he's going to be working until he dies, basically, because he spends. That's sad. That movie was terrible, and I'll give it to him. At least he had a vision, and he wanted to do the movie his way and not have corporate or studio meddling. But it cost him, so he's gonna have to work until he dies now, unless he can recoup that money doing China or Indian movies, Bollywood or whatever. And get those billions of dollars from that market.
I got a 30-year-old film for you, Syfaxx. That's a musical that I love for Halloween. You know where I'm going with that one? It's a musical.
30 years old.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Or Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Your Nightmare Before Christmas?
I don't consider that a musical. It just happens.
It's a musical.
It is a musical.
I
feel bad for the guy who directed that movie because they associate more of Tim Burton. Tim didn't direct that movie.
Tim Burton movie, but it's not him.
Yeah, he didn't direct it. He wrote some of it. He produced it, but he didn't really direct the movie.
No,
he gave pointers. Yeah, he probably directed maybe one or two scenes as a ghost director, maybe, but he didn't direct the whole movie.
That animation took probably like 6 to 7 people at that time.
Man in the Iron Mask might be good to remake or a sequel from Nestor.
I think they did. Nestor, the first you're talking about the one with Leonardo DiCaprio is DiCaprio,
yeah.
That's a remake.
How about Iron Giant?
Right?
Can we remake Iron Giant? I love that film. But I think it could be better. I think people love that film so much now. You have like a following enough where you could do it. It's over 20 years old. Maybe you could do a new version of Iron Giant, live action or semi-live action, because the robot's going to be animated, of course.
Yep.
Or you do a new animated version of the movie. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think they did it like the Wild Robot, that kind of way. Animation looking more like that kind of animation. Yeah, it'd work.
And you can bring back Vin Diesel as the Giant. You can bring him back. You can voice him. Or do you want to go to a different direction with that?
I think Vin Diesel need to fade back into the sunset. He's
a good voice actor.
So who would you?
I never heard him do anything except Groot.
Groot.
I Am Groot series where he's a little baby.
That's all I've ever heard him say. I never heard him do any voice acting.
He's done a lot more. He does video games like that. He did the Giant and what he just said.
Iron Giant.
He does a lot of voice acting, whether you know it or not. Yeah, he does. He's good at it. That's why he's all eccentric and over the top, baby, because he's in the booth by himself.
You know what movie just came to mind right now that I would love to see remade as well? The Replacement Killers.
Ooh, that's good.
I would like to see that movie remade because you could get a good action star to play that. Got to be Asian. You know what I'm saying? But get a good Asian action star.
Asian.
I'd like to see Tony Jaa do that.
I think he was Asian.
Tony Jaa, yeah.
Tony Jaa kill that movie, dude.
How about this?
Why not? Iko Uwais? You know who Iko Uwais is?
Nah, who's that? What movie he was in? Let me look him up. Maybe I know him by face.
Remember Cable Guy?
You'll know him. He's from shit. I'm trying to make.
Can we remake Rumble
from the Raid? Iko Uwas.
Oh, that dude.
That's his name is Ika or Iko Uwas or something, but I think it's pronounced Iko Uwas. Yeah.
Oh, the guy from
the Raid. Yeah.
Raid 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Raid 1 and 2.
Raid 2. Yeah.
But I never heard him speak English or do anything in an English movie before.
He actually speaks like pretty okay English. Like
wasn't he in that Star Wars movie?
He was in one. He was in one of the Fast and Furious movies. I think he was in one of the.
No, that was Tony Jaa.
Yeah, Tony Jaa was in
the Fast and Furious.
Well, he was in something that was American. Like he was in some.
He was in the Star Wars movie. He was in the prequel Star Wars movie. What was it called?
Was he?
The one where they did was recently with Darth Vader. You know what I'm talking about. With his name Donnie Yen was in it. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about Rogue One?
Yeah, Rogue One. He was in it, and I think Tony Jaa was in that movie as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. Tony Jaa was in Rogue One. I gotta go back and look at that.
I thought he was one of the Asian dudes that was not speaking English, and they had subtitles.
Rogue.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
I could be wrong.
Johnny Woo was in it. I'm one of the Force. The Force is one of me. I am the one of the Force. The Force is one of me.
How about a remake of Rumble in the Bronx? I like that movie, but a little bit more budget and actually.
They need to remake. I'm gonna get you, sucker. If they remake, I'm gonna get you. OG Angel.
Remake of Rumble in the Bronx.
Oh my god!
Can it be in New York this time?
The problem with doing any of the stuff with like Jackie Chan was like. It would be you need to get actual stuntman to commit to it, like because Jackie Chan did all that, and knowing that in general, I think actually added to the experience of watching the movie because you knew what you're watching is the person actually doing it. Something about that I think just resonates with people. Like,
I don't disagree with remakes. I think they need to get more obscure remakes, more remakes that people didn't really pay attention to that were kind of hits. And they just need to advance it more. Like one movie that I would like to remake,
stuff that became like a cult classic. But
I've always thought about this movie, The Warriors.
Ooh, yeah,
love the remake.
Warriors come out and play.
But I would remake it to a version of like now, as far as New York gangs, and kind of the same atmosphere with them, going around with certain costumes and they're painted up and things like that. But you know what I'm saying? I got to do the, Gavin Newsom stuff. So the way that we reflect on that and the way that we bring it and go
they're all homeless
with the movie. Yeah. They could be homeless. No, you know what? This is another movie that I would like to that I would like to be made. I don't know if you ever played that video game called Manhunt.
Oh,
I have.
I would love to see that made into a movie. I think or a TV show. I think that would be excellent.
God damn it!
The first game or the second game because they had two.
The first one.
Okay.
The first one, the original one.
Okay.
That one used to tell you turn off your lights while you play the game.
Dude, it's so stealthy. It's basically like Jason Voorhees, but more stealth.
Yeah.
3 notches. There you go.
Oh, this is
all right, if we talk over it,
Dynamite.
Dynamite.
What do you got for me?
John Doe, between 25 and 30 years of age. Cause of death looks like OG.
Over gold. Yeah.
Oh no, this is. I'm gonna get
you say OG?
Yeah, OG.
Over gold. Of just too many gold chains.
Over
too many gold chains.
Over gold, Syfaxx. How do you
overdose on gold chains? Hey, casual viewer, are you suffering from an unnecessary amount of gold chains in your life?
Oh, never. I hate gold.
Dude, this dude looks like the guy from the music video. I like to move it. I like to move it.
Got the glasses. About? This guy clearly can't move it or do anything.
No, but he looks like, dude, I remember that music video. It was crazy. He was wearing the dark sunglasses. All the girls are sexy.
That was a lemur.
No. There was a black dude that they shot the music video in New York. They even showed the World Trade Center in the background.
how did he pee with all that on?
He's wearing gold and shit.
He was like, "Hey guys, in about an hour, I gotta take a piss in an hour." So he would, he would take 45 minutes to remove all the chains. He'd go piss, and then he would 45 minutes to put them back on. And then he'd wait 5 minutes and be like, "I gotta do it again." Like, that was his cycle of life. He was constantly pissing and removing chains. I don't know. Maybe that's a.
If you made DK, would the liberals take us out? If we remade that this today. If DK made that movie and he was the producer, he need to get fucking canceled. That's not how black people are, DK. You know what? You're misrepresenting a certain community, and we don't appreciate you attacking them because the white man is the one suppressing them. Did
you see that? Did you see that?
The white man with the gold chains on. How about that?
That little clip of, I think it was Serena Williams or whatever. It was like, I went to a hotel in, I think it was New York or whatever, and it had like a cotton plant as like a plant display, and she was just like, I felt oppressed by it or something, and it was like, why was your initial thought to fucking pick it? What are you talking about?
The best one's you see the guy that goes to the people on the street. It's a black dude. He goes to the people on the street, be like, yo, what up, brother? Let me ask you a question. If I pay you $500 an hour, would you be willing to pick cotton? Nah, man, I can't do it. No, I can't. No, Syfaxx, you racist. You kidding me?
Liar.
You know, hell
no, bro.
They're called liars. Everybody would do that.
I would.
Oh, you know what they do to our people, though, Syfaxx?
Right there next to you, dude.
You're putting us back.
You get hired for 500. I'll get hired for 400, and I'll still do it next to you, dude. Let's do it. Let's fucking.
You watch all the motherfuckers that are fucking lying and capping their ass off. Everybody's like, nah, bro, can't do it, bro. $500 an hour. Can't do it, bro. Can't do it. You're capping.
Angel, you're talking about The Warrior, and I'm thinking of like a gangster movie. If they had a little bit more budget and more with the times, what it could be.
Or they could make it throwback in the 90s instead of it in the 70s, do a 90s version where you didn't have all those high tech, guns so much. It was still more hand to hand. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to see that movie remade, The Warriors. I really want to see that movie remade.
Warriors in like today's times would basically just be Antifa, wouldn't it?
Nah, because think about it. Like even in New York, there's so many different gangs, the Latin Kings or something.
Like some of the Bloods and Crips are there. Yeah.
There's a lot of gangs. People still relate to gangs out here. That's what I'm saying. So to make a movie like that about gangs, different sets.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I find the idea of like gangs and stuff weird in today's society because we have access to like all the information literally at your fingertips, and it's like.
In New York, none of that shit crazy out here, dude.
I can't. Well, there's still places like that out here in LA. Obviously, I don't go to those areas, but it's like the fact that those things exist or those areas exist like that. It just it kind of blows my mind. Where I'm like, why?
It's still prevalent, but it's just not as exposed as it used to because now it's all about immigrants and politics. You know what I'm saying? But back in the days, come on, the gangs they're never going to go anywhere. And now they're recruiting more younger. They're getting kids at 13, 14 years old now. Like they're recruiting them out of the elementary.
We don't want the National Guard in our country and all throughout our streets. Like they ain't in all our country and throughout our streets. They in the horrible fucking places that fucking need it. Mm-hmm. That where there's some of the shootings we saw watching on Twitter the other night.
Use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
We got 3 or 4 people on their porch firing off AKs or automatics back at a random, throwing stray bullets at each other. I don't see any from Greensboro, which was at the BLM riots, the fucking rally. I don't see nobody, no National Guard here, no big presence.
I would say Reservoir Dogs. I would say Reservoir Dogs, where you have the actual bank robbery scene in it, and have a little bit more budget. That's a good movie, but they're in that warehouse, and we never saw the bank robbery. And I'd like to.
We're going back and forth, bro. We're just going back and forth talking about favorite shit, from the nostalgia.
I just think that we need to make more movies that people can relate to because people don't relate to the movies anymore. It's like they make remakes, things like that, and even if you're going to make a remake, make it to the point that is something that is still relatable to the culture nowadays. And I'm not saying you got to make it so political, but damn, like. Just put something that we can all understand in it.
How about Lean on Me? Lean on Me would be a good
I would say that it wouldn't work nowadays because kids don't care about school like that.
Oh yeah, you're right. They wouldn't,
Exactly.
and
They don't
not
care
only
about
that,
school
but
like that.
Morgan Freeman's
They're all the
character
same
would
way.
be fired. He would be fired today.
I would
they'd
like
say, oh, you're abusing the kids. You're getting them off. You're getting rid of them from the schools. We can't do that. AK, we need the money from the government. We
I would
can't
like
have...
a straight shot-for-shot remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. The first one.
Remember Morgan Freeman? Like, you smoke
that.
crack? Do you smoke? Oh, you smoke crack?
They did a decent remake of
that kid.
Of Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, with the guy from Watchmen, and it was pretty good. People didn't respond to it, but they have a whole continued filmography. I wish they would have got to like Dream Warriors and redid that.
The person I want to see play Freddy Krueger is Kevin Bacon.
He's old enough now to where he looked just like
but his acting chops is ridiculous, and I think that he could do it.
He would be good.
Even Robert Englund said that he wanted him to play him. Robert Englund said
he looks similar, great, you know, kind of acts like him. He's older now to where that'd be a really good one. Robert Englund is to bring back. They had the one guy from Watchmen who played Rorschach do it, and I thought he did a good job. But it kind of made it weird. Like he was like, you know, they went too much into him taking advantage of the kids scene instead of making it like
they should have left that ambiguous. I didn't like that even though it's based on a true story, like Freddy Krueger's character was loosely based off an actual serial killer that was a diddler.
Yeah, but but in the original movie, that part is not really shown. It's kind of understood. People would talk about it, and it's always like you see a newspaper scene. Somebody says, you know, like that's a victim right there. You don't see him burning the kid's clothes, and you know, like I think they went too much into that, and they should have delved in more into the jump scares, the fucking bitch, like he used to do back in the old one. He grabbed her throat and slash, you know, get like really gory, because that's what they used to be. Was shock and awe, was really jump scares, fucking weird ass like prosthetics where like he got his face in the wall and the wall starts stretching. Do like, you know, practical / CGI, and you could have I would love to get the Dream Warriors, man. Dream Warriors was you know, and it's bad as shit. That was Friday the 13th, but Nightmare on Elm Street,
we need more comedies though. We need way more comedies out there.
Agreed. And I'm okay with remaking. If we have the Naked Gun, we could do Groundhog's Day or whatever, you know, like we could remake.
I would like them to bring back like more simple movies like Payback, right? Just a simple revenge movie where if you guys have never seen that, the Mel Gibson movie. Have you ever seen that or not? Okay. It's great. Like the whole movie.
Isn't that basically the movie that they took inspiration for GTA 3? Like Claude
more than likely, like all these, he's just like, I just want that. He's mad at his girl and everything, but it's like he gets betrayed, and the whole movie he's just like, I want my 70 grand. That's it. Like, and then like he does more than $70,000 worth of damage and kills people or whatever. But he's like, I want 70 grand. So it's like, it's funny because it's like, I like the idea of it because it's like, instead of like the story being based on the character growing and doing whatever, the story actually grows around him. So it's like he's on one path, but everyone else just finally is understanding like this guy just wants fucking $70,000 or whatever. Like, and it takes the whole movie for people to get there or whatever. It's like that's all he fucking wanted the whole time, and that's all he asked for. And but because it sounds like such a small, unreasonable request or whatever, like people don't accept it. They're like, that's so stupid to go and doing this. And it's like, yes, you're right. But he just goes on it anyways. He goes on this quest to do this, like, and I mean, there's other aspects of the movie, but I think it would be interesting to see more movies like that, to where like the character doesn't change, but the surroundings change, or they adapt to him. So, you know, it's like,
so basically like Die Hard 5 when McClane goes to Russia, and Max Payne 3 when he goes to Brazil. You're basically saying like it continues this storyline, but it's in a different setting.
Sure, but he did it in like the 80s or like, you know, early 90s. I can't remember when the movie came out. So I think it was in the 90s,
dude.
Any of that
90s. Oh yeah, I would remake They Live. I wouldn't change everything. The only thing I would change would be the ending.
They Live Now would just be like, I don't know, put me in fucking sunglasses and just have me walk around LA for fucking 2 hours.
It'd be a metalhead drifter.
There'd just be there'd just be skeletons around me or aliens around me the whole time. Wow, what's going on?
I think this is a good idea. Reboot Police Academy.
Send any
no, they're gonna wokeify that
send
shit.
Any conservative to any college campus with sunglasses and film it, and then just call it They Live Too. Like,
if you have what's the guy that did fucking Family Guy, and he just recently did the Naked Gun reboot. If he was to write it, and let's say you put like Seth MacFarlane. If you have Seth MacFarlane, let's say he's the producer of it, and you have 3 or 4 good comedians. Like, what's the guy from us? Tim Meadows is that his name from fucking what's the guy from Peacemaker? Then the black guy from Peacemaker season 2.
Oh, Tim Meadows.
Tim Meadows, yeah. Get like 3 or 4 good comedians like them to that can improvise in the show.
He's wasted in that show.
This should be a good. This should be a good idea.
One of my favorite movies. It's not one of my.
As long as Pete Davidson, you got a movie.
The ladies.
I don't want Pete Davidson.
Something like that. Get a Pete Davidson, somebody that can improvise. You're gonna have to get 3 or 4 characters that are good.
The issue is
Tackleberry.
But
get Tackleberry to get fucking those. There's 3 or 4 characters that have to be like cast correct.
You have to understand. Back in those days, they had good actors, they had good people, and now you don't even have good comedians. You don't have nobody that's funny enough.
Yeah, and they wouldn't do the racist shit. They wouldn't do the racist shit now.
Hey, Rock, if you're gonna bring up Pete Davidson, I just gotta say.
Why don't you just go fuck yourself?
Wow. I was finding a reason to play that stupid clip, but
I don't think of Pete Davidson that way.
Pete Davidson is not funny.
He's not funny.
He done that. I want to see him in. Even when he was in Suicide Squad, he was forgettable in that movie. Like, come on, man. Like, he's only getting acting gigs because he's smashed Kim Kardashian right now.
And
that's
I'm
true.
Not that funny. So thank you for that. I appreciate you.
No, but Pete Davidson,
as long as it's done right, it can be done. And you have to cast right. You know what I mean? You have to cast 3 or 4.
No good cast.
Dude, but you know what's funny? What's hilarious to me is people call Dennis Leary, right, a hack, right? He's funnier than Pete Davidson. The guy from you know the fire.
He's like 9 to 11 times funnier, right?
Yeah, like they called him a hack. They in his day they said he stole jokes and he wasn't that funny. Dude, he's funnier than Pete Davidson now.
Somebody in the chat will get that joke.
If they do Police Academy, they have to bring back the old cast. You got to bring back Steve Guttenberg. You got to bring back the guy that does the funny voices. You got
Michael Winslow. Michael Winslow.
Yeah, you have to bring back a couple of those guys back, and then sprinkle maybe. Put like this: usually Police Academy now is going to be a bunch of reality.
Maverick 77 Defender. I don't know if I've seen this guy before. It says get Grace Randolph with her high pitched voice to play ZZ Bobcat Goldthwait in Police Academy. I would have to see the exact specific clip. I mean, it's been so long since I've seen Police Academy, but there's so much funny shit in there. I was actually watching it was like a compilation video of the police trainer chick, and she's just like super hot and fit or whatever, and every dude is just like raising their hand like, hey, do you want to get put in this headlock? And it's like, I absolutely do. And I was like, man, I forgot that happened. I forgot.
There's a video of LA Fires. Look, there's a video of the LA fires and they're going on. Somebody's walking up and going to talk to the fucking the firefighter, be like, what's going on? What's the possibility that this is going to get any worse? They turn around and go. Somebody turn around and goes, get back, man. We need as much space we can. We're gonna. If you need help, it's like the dude didn't know it because it's a younger person. When he goes back and uploads it, everybody in the chat's like, that was fucking Steve Guttenberg. Steve Guttenberg's like an assistant firefighter. He was helping for the LA fires. And he was like, and the dude like just going up like trying to talk to firefighters, ask him how long it's gonna be. Didn't realize it, and was one of the first people to post a video on like the LA in the updates for the LA fires. It was like Steve Guttenberg was like DK said. Some of them have passed away. What's the one guy?
There's at least 3 of them still alive. There's at least 3 of them alive, though. At least.
Yeah, you could do a rebooted sequel with the Police Academy with the right script. I don't know if they're gonna do that though.
I hope not.
I don't think
if you could do the Cobra Kai thing,
I don't think today's
I'm okay
comedy
with
would
it.
fall.
It has to be done right.
I don't think today's comedy would actually work for that. But hey, let me go ahead and throw this out there to the chat, because usually I do this and I forgot to do this earlier, and it would be interesting. Or like maybe it won't happen today, but let's go ahead and just throw this out there. Hey, if anybody ever wants to be on the panel when I'm doing the Saturday streams, when it says chat and whatever, it's not just the people that I invite to the panel. Also, I usually do invite people from the stream. So if you are interested in ever coming on, you got some opinions to say or whatever, feel free to hit me up at Gallows the Media, or maybe even hit up anybody else here on the panel. They can direct you to me, and then we can get you on. If you're interested at all, feel free to do so. And all it takes, like obviously even King Style here, he doesn't have a camera on. Sometimes Rockefeller's ugly ass is on here. It's fine, but you know, but you can join however you want. Just have a mic, and if you want to talk or join and say whatever we have about topics. Obviously today is more free flow and just doing whatever. My topic today is very loose, nostalgia, whatever. It's a very broad subject, but most times I usually have more to go on about and whatnot. And yeah, if anybody's interested in joining, feel free to hit me up. Feel free to hit anybody up on this channel. Well, actually, I'm saying that I don't know if any of these people want to actually be hit up, but if anything, they can just direct you towards me. And then, yeah, feel free to join on, come shoot the shit, and just come hang out. I can have up to 9 people, but yeah, there you go. Take off
what
your
are you guys' thoughts? What's your guys' thoughts on Batman Beyond? That's one of my favorite animated series. I was going to say cartoons, but it's fucking awesome.
Batman Beyond is awesome. It's beyond.
Dude, this is how you do. That's how you do a
sequel.
sequel series. That's how you do a sequel series. If you're gonna have a new character replace the original, and
dude,
have
I think I'm
background.
too. When did that come out? Late 2000.
99.
I remember catching that. So I mean,
it's probably because you were busy doing something else. I don't know what that could be.
That was when the towers fell. I was getting older. I was like, oh shit, life's real. Fuck. I might want to get my act together. I don't have much time left.
Hey, did you guys hear about Ice Cube?
Yeah, man. DK
his bus got destroyed, or his van got destroyed.
Yeah, by Antifa.
Shout out to that boy DK.
Because they thought it was an Ice Man.
Ice Cube's tour bus got firebombed by Antifa, allegedly to Antifa, and because they thought it was Ice, because it said Ice Cube on the side, they thought it was international customs, and so they firebombed it.
Dude, they're lucky that's not Ice T, because if it was Ice T, he'd fucking shoot their ass.
If somebody wants me, I'll bring it up. DK Bones had a video about it. We'll play it in the background. We can just let it roll because he actually has a video.
Go ahead and play his video. Yeah, let's go ahead and promote everybody else other than my own channel. But at the same time, no, absolutely promote. Yeah. Fuck this channel. Why are you guys watching?
Fuck your kids.
Don't do that. But also hit like and subscribe. That'd be cool. I appreciate that.
Hit like and subscribe.
Oh man, I obviously on Saturdays and whatnot we have a good time over here. We talk about random stuff. I feel the last couple of weeks have been pretty weak in media content, right? Obviously a lot of the stuff is political. That's kind of why I didn't want to bring political stuff into today, is just because I'm kind of over it. It's not that I'm over it. It's more, I understand that it's tiresome to talk about and nobody wants to just keep bringing it up. Obviously, that's like, obviously the Jim McKimmel stuff, the Charlie Kirk stuff is still rolling over and everything. And I'm like, I kind of want to get back into, I don't know, talking about media. And then what doesn't help about doing that is that there has been no good fucking media to talk about. Like, there's nothing worth talking about. So it kind of makes it hard to like, hey, let's change subjects when there's nothing to fucking change to. Like, all the movies have been shit.
Well, it's the end of the year. You got to think about it too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nothing's going to be popping until next year.
Yeah, of course, but it's like it's when you're trying to do more of a media show. That's why I'm like, I leave it open to discussion, or like I make a post about saying, or I make my stream about saying nostalgia because it's so wide open. Like, let's talk about whatever the fuck somebody wants to talk about. Anything from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, because that's probably our era in general that we kind of grew up around. And let's talk about stuff we like. Let's I don't know, harp on stuff like that. That'd be cool. That and also whatever the fuck Rock is pulling up. Like, let's do that. What is this? Go ahead.
That's DK Bone stuff. It's I didn't have the video.
Now I see him at the corner. I was looking towards the right. Okay, because you know
I didn't have the sound on, but this is the bus.
No, play his video. Like, tell him to copyright strike me. It's fine.
He's even DK. Even if I have it full blast, he's more quiet than anybody else.
Who the fuck is DK, and why the fuck would we know him? Who is this guy?
So these idiots saw this fucking van and thought, I guess this is how stupid Antifa is. You know what? It says ICE on the side. First off, it says Ice Cube. Yeah, but they're rolling up in a fucking in a tour bus. ICE rolls up in tour buses. You know what they fucking cost? Firebomb it. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, they're idiots. They're fucking
idiots.
Dude, we're an idiocracy, man.
Hold on. I don't know if you saw this in the comment section here, but Maverick77 says, thoughts on Marvel Zombies, guys? I think we might have just talked about that for a couple hours the other day. But anybody want to...
Oh, Ice Cube said it wasn't his bus.
It wasn't his?
It said he's saying they're saying he put out a statement and saying it wasn't my bus, it was a cruise bus parked in front of the hotel. Everybody.
No, I can hear him.
My headphone might have died.
Yeah, your headphone died, dude.
Yeah, no, I can't hear anybody. I think my headphone died. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Keep going, Angie. Good.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, but he was saying wasn't my bus. It was a cruise bus parked in front of the hotel. Everybody was upstairs asleep. Nobody hurt. No equipment damage. A coward set fire to the bus. My bus was actually in Oakland getting serviced.
Good. Well, fucking good. These retards even hit the damn wrong fucking bus. They're dangerous, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I may or may not own a firearm. Because you know what? You never know when something's going to happen. If somebody's going to be throwing Molotov cocktails and trying to burn down entire those one idiots. They threw a fucking Molotov into the governor's mansion with the dude because they didn't like one of the laws he passed. Had his wife, 2 kids in there. Luckily, they made it out. Nobody got injured. Burned the whole fucking half the mansion down. Half the side. Destroyed it. You know, a governor's mansion which has been around for years. It's like people just fucking rude, man. You know why you want to firebomb a bus because you think it's ICE? There's a great video of this guy. He's got his mask on. He's got a hat on. He's got sunglasses on. Videotaping.
That's the thing.
Excuse me, you ICE? You fucking ICE piece of shit? Huh? You fucking. He's not saying anything. He's just standing there. She starts walking up, taking her. I'm gonna film you. So slamming up in his fucking face. One guy goes, oh, come out of nowhere. Like,
what did you just say? No, like no.
It's like you're ICE piece. No, he didn't say anything. He just stand there filming on the sidewalk, and you see how crazy you're fucking ICE piece shit. Eventually
like,
starts hitting
I'll just roll up in like full fucking riot gear and whatever, and just be like, no. Like, are you ICE? No.
That's crazy. You're gonna firebomb a damn bus.
What are you gonna do? It's like you lied to me. It's like no, I didn't.
What about Taylor Swift?
I'm actually, and then they would explain the full name. If you just say ICE, it's like, oh, just because you said an acronym. Like I would play their same game against them type of deal.
Hey, Wednesday.
What flat earth are we living
Wednesday, in? Wednesday,
Saturday. There's no possibility. It can either be Friday, maybe, possibly Sunday already. There's no way it's already Wednesday. Are you kidding me?
Wednesday, just every day. Is that what that means? Like,
it's not how it works.
Dude, did you see the video I just sent you? They had some indigenous people.
Private on me.
Yeah, it's in the private already.
Private? I got it. You want to bring it up?
Yeah, this is funny. This is the most retarded thing that people are doing nowadays.
I got you, Syfaxx, in 1 second. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't do my own streams over here. I'm just casually here to moderate.
He's commentating, but look at this nonsense. So 7 indigenous people were in front of an ICE station trying to put a revenge curse on ICE agents.
Damn right. Voodoo them motherfuckers. That's what they deserve.
Yeah, that'll work.
They're snatching people on the streets. Why are they wearing masks, Syfaxx? What do they have to hide?
I'm kind of curious if they can go and get them for like lighting something on fire, like and just be like, dude, you can't do that.
They said that this was extremely effective among the Aztecs and their enemies.
I mean, it looks like it's doing a lot to me.
Just look at the fences melting behind them. Wait,
I know, huh?
Wait a minute. That's not happening. What is happening? Nothing's fucking happening. These fucking people are insane, dude. Like, look, the funniest part about it, or one of the funniest parts about it, is as much as Donald Trump is doing this stuff, like, or pushing this forward, or it's getting more attention than any other administration, he is still like millions behind what like Barack Obama did. Like he was they call him the deporter in chief for a reason. Like remember when like you're publicizing all the small shit. Like they're just like that's how much the news has nothing to talk about. They're doing like small shit. Like this is considered small shit. It's so minuscule, nothing burger shit, and they're like, but it's the biggest thing ever. It's like, dude, you're still not even coming close to the numbers that fucking Barack did. You're not even coming close.
Your boy Gavin Newsom, your boy, not mine. Your boy Gavin Newsom, he's trying to pass a fucking bill for Californians to make sure nobody can wear masks while they're going to pick people up. What's going to happen if you guys get COVID, Syfaxx? I feel sorry for you. You might get sick, bro. If COVID comes back and people don't wear masks. No, these law enforcement people in California aren't going to be able to wear masks.
Guys, if you don't see me, it's because I'm sick.
I thought Gavin Newsom cared about the people.
I'm sick of here in California.
Now he wants to make a law to where people.
I'm sick of the bullshit that fucking Gavin Newsom is saying. I'm just sick of it. It's crazy.
He's crazy.
It's funny. It's like
what are you afraid of?
What I've said to people, and I've said it to people who are like, even out here, who would be considered Democrats. As soon as I mention this, like, do you know anybody that is actually for Gavin Newsom? Even Democrat people out here, zero people. Like bagel. Nobody likes Newsom. Like I've never met one rational person. And actually, don't get me wrong, I've met a bunch of irrational people, and even those people don't fucking like Newsom. So what the fuck is going on? Why is he they're like, oh, he's gonna be your next president? Bullshit.
So
absolute bullshit. He's fucking the most useless person you've ever met.
He just wins out there because of the mail-in ballots. Those mail-in ballots. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. Either he's paying somebody to win, or more likely somebody's paying to have him there because he's passing certain shit like, oh, I don't know, side skirting all the money in case there's a fucking fire for LA to up north where they have fucking pomegranate palm juice fucking being grown to some billionaire, one of the fucking biggest billionaires in America that that sells pomegranate juice to everybody for their fucking.
He just constantly lies about fucking everything all the time, and it's crazy. And it's like he does it in front of your face, and I'm like, who's sitting here believing this? Like it's kind of like, your girl cheated on you, and then she cheated on you, and you have the password to her phone, and you saw the text and everything, and you can see that, and then you're like, you already know all of what's happening, and then you're watching them just
your phone.
Try their fucking best to explain it to you while you already know all the facts. You're just like, okay, yeah. Oh, is that what happened?
Y'all want to swap those?
Sure. That's what it's like listening to anything Gavin Newsom says all the time. We're like, we've seen we've seen what happened. We saw it. You're basically telling us don't believe in lying eyes type of deal. Like that is what California does in general. Not just Gavin Newsom, but Karen Bass and all them or whatever. It's like, don't believe your lying eyes. Don't believe it. Don't believe what you see every fucking day. Don't believe it. No, that's not happening. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like that's the only thing.
The Jesse Lee Peterson.
I can
He's
see
talking
it.
over me. You can't talk over when a man's
right
speaking.
there. Like it's right there. Like you're talking to me, and it's like the cameraman could just like pan to the right and be like, look at all the homeless though. And it's like he could just do that almost on any fucking street in LA. And you're like, what is that? What is that problem all the time? Like it's it's beyond theater to the point where like the problem with the problem with like, you know, digital age and everything like that, where everything is at the tip of your fingertips and everything, is people have access to that knowledge instantly. So you can't lie directly to us instantly anymore. Like they used to be able to, hey, you saw it in a newspaper and it was like, well, that was actually reported 2 days ago. How do you fact check it? You can't. Nowadays, you can just be like, boop, Google, Grok, whatever the fuck you use. And a lot of the times it's way more accurate than what the hell you just heard on whatever news station you're watching or whatever. And it just out the window. You're just like, wait, what the fuck? Also, the other thing that helps is we all live in, I would like to think, reality, right? So when I go and I drive to any of these places, when I'm in LA, when I'm in Edwards County, when I'm in wherever the hell I'm out or wherever I'm out at or whatever, and I see all the problems that are addressed in these speeches that are still obviously prominent, it's all lies. It's all bullshit. I'm seeing it in person. So fuck these people. Like, dude,
you want to watch a good Halloween? I don't know if you've seen this, but I got a cool Halloween trailer I want to bring. You want to watch one? You want to watch a trailer and react to one real quick?
Do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yo,
let's knock it out. We'll knock out this trailer and then we'll go around the horn, see what everyone's doing, and we'll knock it out at 2 hours. Let's do it.
That sounds perfect. You know what, guys? It's Halloween. I saw this the other day. I haven't seen anybody talking about it. It's made by somebody famous. It's got 2 famous people in it. And I thought it was kind of not only different, but creative. And I figured, why not share it right before Halloween, which is coming right around the corner. This is The Bride official trailer 2026.
The Bride, Christian Bale and Jake Gyllenhaal. Let's go.
Directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal, his little sister.
This thing I seen this, it looks so confusing.
It looks confusing, but it looks interesting. So let's roll and watch this, y'all.
Make it full screen.
It is.
There we go.
Was I just the same before the accident?
It wasn't any accident. Everything we did it on purpose. There's nothing left to do now but live.
Come on, big man. You don't want to play?
What is this trailer?
Crazy, ain't it? All over the place. Artwork.
What's my name? I can't remember.
That was terrible.
Yeah, this looks so bad, dude. It looks like a
like
big version of Natural Born Killers, yeah.
So we got 4 messages from Maverick here, Maverick 77 Defender. Christian Bale says Hollywood and the world would be better if white dudes weren't in charge of everything. I mean, yeah, I mean, just say that to, I don't know, 80 years of television and movies or something. Yeah, that would be terrible, right? Some of your best things were produced by that. That terrible demographic, us whites out here, just, I don't know, entertaining the fucking world. It's brutal out here. It's crazy. But let's go with also Christian Bale, the actor, says there would be so much better films and so much more interesting stories if white dudes weren't running Hollywood. By Zach Sharf. Oh, you're so that's what you're just bringing facts. This guy has a whole list of fucking Christian Bale facts. This is crazy. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Christian Bale has had enough of white guys running everything in Hollywood and beyond. The actor stopped by AOL build with his Hostiles co-star Rosamund Pike and Wes Studi on December 18th and told the crowd the reason that he moved to the U.S. in the first place is because he wanted his kids to grow up in a country of inclusion. Unfortunately, that ideal hasn't been too much of a reality. Are you kidding me? Like, the only place you have the most inclusion is literally the United States. I don't care how much. I don't care how.
Africa. That's like the hub of like the middle.
You know what?
Earth,
go back to go to England. Go do that and just go to a public square and apparently yell "I love bacon" and watch yourself get arrested. Go ahead, have fun with that. Have fun with that.
Maybe like South, like
absolute idiots.
Asia.
Go to France right now. Everything over there is messed up.
Dude, our culture will be so much richer the day we can finally stop saying, hey, it's all white dudes who are running things. Christian Bale said, whether that be Hollywood, whether that be Washington, we're going to get in Hollywood so much better films, so much more interesting stories being told. And America will become the America that the rest of the world sees it as.
Of course, you're fucking not.
That makes it unique. That we recognize makes this so makes this such a beautiful, brilliant country. What makes this a brilliant, beautiful country is the right to obviously free speech. Free speech is the thing that we're totally actually fully built on here. And if it happens to possibly be white people who are, I don't know, doing a lot of this stuff, fine. You know, it'd also be cool if a bunch of black people did it too. That'd be great. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It could be a bunch of Asian people. Like, most people do not care the race of the people who are doing all these great, awesome things. But, when statistics don't go in your favor, don't stop, or don't sit there and fucking blame the ones that are actually accomplishing the thing that you want to aim for. Don't fucking do that. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Bill Maher had a good segment, Syfaxx, of people like
crazy. Dude, some of the most successful people I personally know in person happen to be, it's weird, black people. Like, I happen to know a bunch of black friends that are just killing it out there. They're doing a great fucking, Uncle T.
Bill Maher had a cool segment.
That guy has his shit together. He has everything. And it's like, that's just one example. But he's one example that people can actually look at on this space. I'm not going to name people that are not in the internet space, whatever. But it's like, when I think about it and I really look at my life and the people that I'm around or whatever, I would say just about every single one of the people that are doing significantly better is some type of, I guess nowadays you would consider a POC, right? A person of color or some type of demographic that would fit into whatever. But they killed it on their own. They didn't need any of that.
Peacemaker season 2. You had to tell me. Maybe you're the problem.
Yeah, dude, I'm all the racists out here in fucking in California. It's crazy.
You had to
I'm
say
racist too, but I don't think the same way that black people think. They consider me racist as well.
No, you're black.
Consider me a traitor. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the same way that most of them be thinking.
We got nothing but racists on the panel here, obviously.
Black people can't be racist, Angel. Stop playing. You know that. That's against the rules.
Hey, Angel, you don't got to lie to kick it, brother.
That's not how it works. So let's try.
Oh man.
I wonder if what if all black Earth
that trailer looked super.
Earth 2.
I mean, technically it'd be called Earth X, as in Malcolm X, right? Like
Earth W.
See, you know what's funny about Peacemaker 2?
It'd be Earth fentanyl. There you go.
They rounded them up and put them in a certain spot. So my question is, that bitch is jumping, right? Earth X, where all the people of color are, they're probably like, oh, they're in jail. Nah, man, that bitch is fucking rolling. They fine. They by now they learn how to survive by themselves.
It'd be funny if they went to the.
Cool.
like if he wanted to be actually more
then he gotta make food
and like actually, and this would be terrible, but at the same time, it would actually be funny if they went into another world in the next couple episodes and they went to the world that was ruled by nothing but black people, and that shit was just fucking burned to the ground. It'd be like, what are you trying to say here? Or like, because that's kind of what they're already doing with like, hey, everything's perfect here. Everything's great. Everything's
James Gunn should make it.
They're like, but it's all owned by white people. Isn't that terrible? And it's like,
no, they should do the opposite side.
Everything looks great here. Like they're not telling the right story. So the next
Peacemaker should go to Universe where it's all black people and they lock up all the white people. Somebody walks, he goes, "It's a fucking white," and have like a 30 fucking black dudes chasing him down. You know, and be like, that would never happen, though. You know, because that's not real life.
Well, real life would look like Idiocracy. They'd be like, I can just walk out of here and the machine gun shoot themselves. What are you talking about?
It's a what?
But we built everything. No, you didn't.
And the best part, like, not only have like, you'd have like 29 black people and have like one like white chick that's like, yeah, that white motherfucker running with them. That's crazy, nasty, all tatted up.
Like, look, don't get me wrong. There's so many people that are smart about like in all walks of life, whatever skin color.
Do it, James Gunn.
That's all fine. That's all fine. But it's like when reality meets the road, or if you're going to do an alternate universe, it's like some of these things won't add up. They just simply won't. It's not going to make sense or whatever. And I'm curious to see how they're going to spin it to where that world is so bad, even though they're like, but it's Nazis though. But it's like, well, apparently the Nazis winning made it like everything's clean, everything's nice, everything's like how have you been here for?
That's
so
not
many
how
days?
History was. America wasn't fucking sided with the goddamn Nazis.
Well, that's
so the Nazis won. It's not like, oh, thank God all these Americans are going to start fucking all the Nazis, all the white ones. That's not how it worked.
No, exactly. So that doesn't work either, because it's also like, okay, not only did apparently Germany win in the East, but they also won so hard that they conquered the West. Like, what the fuck? Like that doesn't make any sense. So,
the truth is, they went to Bolivia, and since
they don't got to explain it. They don't got to explain it. They're just
countries where they didn't expedite back to America, and they would fight. They would try to get back into America from the southern fucking border. Why don't you play some shit like that? A Nazi looks like, I don't know, half a white / Spanish, because they've probably been integrated with Latin America for the past 30 fucking years. Why don't you do something like that, James Gunn? Something that's based on, I don't know, factual reality. Bet you won't.
No, he's doing a bunch of dumb shit, and
it's only white kids that were born in America in the 90s that have German parents that were actually part of the problem that fled it there because they didn't want to be fucking portrayed as
for
Irish kids.
Any of those people that I don't know, for some reason want to invade America. I mean, there's an order that was established. There's an order that was established. It sounds something like this.
This executive order is the fuck around and find out order, also known as the FAFO. This order is for everyone who fucked around and will now find out.
Hold it. This is a good one. Is everybody listening?
If you're listening, if you fuck around, you're about to find out. Like, go ahead, try it out. See what happens. Yeah, you'll have a good time.
We lost 13 Kings. We always do. I don't know if people just
King 13 King style. No, come back. Yeah. I need to make an intro for him because he is one of the most adamant people who's here all the times.
Well,
you guys are a bunch of gun haters. Actually, I'm actually a gun supporter. If you watch some of the streams before I started doing a bunch of this stuff, like doing my own stuff, like even on Hold My DualShock channel, it's like I was in support. Like I was adamantly in support, and I actually like a lot of his stuff. But I also did say the best way I could put it is he makes a lot of movies that are like 7 to 8 out of 10s. But he does them consistently. He makes like slightly above good movies. They're not great. They're not ever great. Like Guardians 1 would be the closest one to hit great. If I were to really have to sit there and judge it, it's like it's right there. It's right there. It's like it's touching the tip. It's like, hey, Hey, what's up?
I'm ready for Matt Reeves, the Batman
but
too.
Other than that, no, Guns movies are they're they're slightly above mid all the time, but they're watchable. That's the other thing. Like he produces movies that are watchable. I just don't know if they're rewatchable. Like I would say Guardians 1 is definitely rewatchable. Like that movie is rewatchable. It's very good.
I'm just ready for Matt Rev, not Matt Reeve, Matt Rev, like Bell Reeve. I'm ready for Matt Rev's the Batman too.
Well, that's how it's pronounced. It's Rev, but not Reeve.
Matt Rev. So I'm ready for the Paul Dano to come back with some fucking in shape because he's fucking a skinny. He's not skinny, but he's always been known as like a pipsqueak. I hope I want to see him come back jacked up, like in some decent shape. And people be like, and that way when he kicks the fucking shit out of Robert Pattinson as hush hush, and he does a reveal like, "Oh, that's Paul Dano."
Look, we're going. We're a little over 2 hours now. We'll go ahead and wrap it up and whatnot.
Let's do it.
And I know. Obviously Sunday is tomorrow because obviously that follows Saturday, and because of that, this is probably how my night might go.
A pound of weed, half a gallon of Jack, 133 beers, I think they counted, and an ounce of Coke, and some Molly, and then some guy brought ketamine. I had never done ketamine, so we did that, and then poppers, and then half a tab of acid. This is after I won state junior year.
That sounds like a great week.
This is one night.
Wow.
So that might be how my night goes after today. So if you don't see me, you know why.
Yeah, now we know.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start with Angel here. Angel, what's going on, brother? What do you got coming up? And also, thank you for showing up.
Thank you for having me. And I just got my stream going on Monday. I'm keeping it an open panel as well. Anybody that want to join, email me, hit me up. Hit me up on X. But on Monday, I'll be on. Going to put some new shorts up as well this week. I'm going to put up a video commentary in regards to Marvel's Zombies because I got a gripe with the whole Blade issue in there. So, yeah, it's going to be an eventful week. So look out for my stuff, guys.
DK Bones mentioned what time Monday? What time for you?
For me, it's going to be, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 6 p.m. Pacific.
6 p.m. Western, PST, EST, or 9 p.m. or 9 EST for Angel here. And then, come check him out. Let's get some of his numbers up. I mean, obviously, my channel's small, whatever. But hey, man, you know what? I prefer like a tight knit amount of people that like to watch what I got going on. And you know what? They all show up, and I fucking love it. And we have a good time when we obviously chop it up and shoot the shit. And if we can do that over there at Angel's channel, Rockfellas, and everyone else's, let's keep it up. Let's keep it up.
That's right. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's go to this guy. This fucking guy.
What up, bro?
I think he kind of more sounds like this.
These ratings are off the charts! How much pussy does this motherfucker get? We read 0 pussy, ma'am. Dear God.
So there, there you go.
I don't know if you're not a moderator, Angel, so it didn't pop up. I'll have to share it for you. You try to share his channel, but it says you're a moderator.
Well, I got my channel going as well.
No,
so
it showed up. Wait, are you not a moderator?
Chat, but look in the chat. It showed up on our side over here, but it didn't show up in the chat.
You should be a moderator. Like, if not, I'll make you one.
I thought I was on moderator.
It's not showing up in the chat, so I'm assuming you're not. But shout out to everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Everybody had a good old time tonight. Just bullshitting. We didn't really have any topics. Just reminiscing.
Be a moderator.
I made a video about I made a shorts from YouTube and Chill. I made one about butt stuff in the DC James Gunn's DC universe from Peacemaker season 2. If anyone wants to go watch that, don't forget to watch more than 75% of all the videos y'all watch because I see the analytics and it always helps out everybody. Leave likes on the videos, share, go to everybody's channel here on the panel. I'm sure you already have already, and subscribe to their stuff. It helps support. It helps them grow. We're getting the small. We got a small community. We're just trying to be able to get bigger. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. I'm probably one of the closest ones out of all of us. So make sure if you know how to promote anybody like something like this, share.
So if you can go to Rock's channel, unsubscribe, and then boost my channel up so I can be there first.
Share with like when Syfaxx goes out, he always gets about 100 views of his 250 subscribers. He does really good on his views, so he doesn't have to worry about watch time. He needs to get his subscribers up. He needs about double his subscribers. Angel needs to get it, so people, if you know anybody that knows somebody, tell them to come hang out, tell them to come subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. And again, thanks for y'all's time this Saturday evening. If you don't mind going to everybody's channel, subscribing, that's all. I had a great fucking time, y'all. So thank y'all so much for having me, Syfaxx, and next time we'll do it again, bro. No. Hey, leave it alone. Stop doing it. Leave it alone. Stop, Syfaxx. Stop doing it. Stop doing it, Syfaxx. Syfaxx, stop doing it.
No, I'm gonna remove your fucking privileges. Not like no, but hey, thank you to Angel and Rockefeller for showing up. Also, 13 King Style. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe his internet died out. Obviously, he's becoming more of a permanent fixture in this community as well as somebody who's down to come and talk. Also, I will again reiterate that anybody who's watching or whatever, if you're down to jump on at any point, or if you want to jump on, maybe you got a channel to promote, maybe you got something going on, go ahead and hit any one of us up. More than likely, especially for my channel, me, but obviously Rockefeller here and Angel have their own channels going, and maybe they'll have you on there as well or whatever. But if you want to be on this channel specifically, go ahead and hit me up at Gallows the Media. I'm not hard to find. I'm whatever. Go ahead and jump on, and then that's how most of us have all connected and started to talk. And I think we're doing good stuff over here, and just having a good time hanging out, talking, and just bullshitting, and just just having a good time, which is what a lot of this is all about, man. Just making memes and just shooting the shit, and I prefer it that way. I like to know that my Fridays, Saturdays, whatever, have like a couple hours. I'm gonna go have a good time and just shoot the shit. I like that. If people like that, go ahead and continue joining us. And thank you for showing up. With that being said, and everybody has had their say, we're out of here. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace.
Whiskey leader, wandering soul, to heaven's watering hole. I'll drink to forget a memory, but hell's got one more trick for me. I walked up, said, "What's your favorite sin?" She could have killed me with that smile. Said it's lost with the touch of rain, but I'm a glutton for love, so let's just dance. Next thing I know, we were burning up that dance floor. I didn't know what I was in for. Well, I might be an open sinner, but I know I'm no false saint. That wicked little angels got me praying for some faith. $151 and a touch of fun got her going wild. Sin on my lips after just a sip, it's just her style. Envious stares and crocodile smiles talk of the scene. Sin for sin will be the ones they could own.